Hello? Hello? I'll plug in the fucking camera since I apparently need the waiting for a tournament thing, which means I have to turn the lights on, which this is going to shit real fast. Look at that. Hello? Hello, everybody. Hello. Alright, let's turn the light on. Kitty Cat's asleep in his bed. We have a tournament tonight. It is a new player tournament. Yeah. I gave myself an hour buffer so that multiple replays could come in and we could just start off and cast. So here's the bracket. It's our normal new player tournament every week. We have 5 players signed up tonight. It's a little bit of a smaller affair. Some people are really new and they needed help finding lobbies and doing the picks and bans and stuff, so it was a slow start. And then some of these players are also really new and they didn't know where to find their replays, which shit happens. But then they started round 2, which they're currently in round 2, and I have 1 replay because MG Par didn't know where to find his. So, yeah. They're doing round 2 right now. We will cast every game from tonight. It's just been a slow start because, man, people are just learning, man. They're figuring out how it works. So, Golden Floof challenged me to a fight, just a for fun best of 1 thing, and I'll use that to buy time. Sure, why not? Why not? Bet. I'm gonna play Lizardman. I'm gonna take the build I literally just used a bit ago to beat Korn, and it's gonna be glorious. Except, actually, I'm gonna make improvements because the Feral, I took the Saurus Old Blood on his Carnosaur, and that was dog shit. That was fucking terrible. So let's redo this. Harmonic Convergence, because the build that was up there wasn't my build. It was just whatever build the game decided to give me. You know, your game sometimes does that, where it's like, nah, I know better than you. I'm going to just give you a random fucking build. And you're like, no, I don't think a random fucking build I used ages ago is better than the one I actually just used yesterday. But, yeah, I took something like this. 2 horned ones, Saurus All Blood. But like I said, I had him on his Carnosaur, so I'm saving 650 gold. Which I spent on, I think, these 2. So then I would have had 600 gold here, which makes me think I did like, oh, I did 2 Pterodons! Yeah! You can't leave out the Pterodon, so I did these guys, and that leaves 650 gold. That's where the money went. Okay, so this was the base build. Why is my own voice echoing back to me? What the fuck? The audio sound okay on your guys' end? Okay, cool. So I can get another one of you, and now I have 500 gold, and I will get one of you downgraded to Skink Jabs. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What up, Golden Gauntlet Gaming? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing now. Well. You starting late? Yeah, delayed it an hour to not have to wait around for replays. Tuesday tourneys? Yeah. It sounds like 2 of my admins want to fight me, so I'll fight Floof and then I'll fight Scroot, and then we'll do tournament business. Then we'll focus up. But I can cast replays at lightning speed. So don't you worry, my friends. I will still catch up to the contestants before they're done with this tournament. I promise. I pick... What do I pick? Beastmen. Ban none. Alright, so we'll play 2 just for fun warm-up games while the crowd gathers, because I'm predicting tonight's viewership to be in the millions. So we gotta let them gather. Yeah, we'll do 2 games of me with my admins while people gather, and I hopefully get replays from tonight's tournament, and we just cast those. The thoughts behind this build. So we have a solar engine to lower the enemy's melee stats. We have a Skink Oracle to provide healing and raise my melee stats. Then I have a Saurus Old Blood to raise my melee stats. And then we have 2 Horned Ones that are going to hopefully be the best beneficiaries of all of these melee stats. And we're going to go from there. It's going to be good. And Rohan will answer. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Will. And the Pterodons are nice just for AoE damage versus infantry, rock drops, and then they're nice to chase things down when I route them, because Khorne does not have good flying units, so they're not in a lot of danger. Love the replay format. Yeah, I've actually been liking it too. I think live games are more exciting to cast, but with the possibility of lag and the downtime, you're just talking about like armies and bullshitting and stuff. There are nice things about you know what it is. Okay. We're gonna have these Horned Ones get Harmonic Convergence and healing support, and we're gonna have the other Horned Ones get Saurus Old Blood support. And my Saurus Old Blood got caught in his own fucking skinks! Bro! Go, 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 go! Alright, here we go on this end. Harmonic Convergence. Okay. I have now joined the fight that is over. So that's exciting. I'm super glad my Saurus Old Blood got caught in his own troops! In his own troops, ladies and gentlemen. This fucking degenerate. Whatever. I will heal up and keep alive the units that have not abandoned me to my fate. You need to rock drop. And then get the fuck out of there. You also need to get the fuck out of there. Skinks peel for me. As basic-ass dogs... Basic-ass dogs... keep my Saurus stuck in place, and he can't fucking move, so that's also really cool. Hey, human boy, why is this Saurus Old Blood so bad? Why don't people use him? Well, his Carnosaur mount is really overpriced, and he doesn't have a lot of mass, even on his Carnosaur mount. And on his basic Cold One mount, he dies a lot and doesn't really have a lot of mass. He also sucks. Oh, God. It's terrible. Oh, Lord, everything's terrible. Run away. Alright, so we are doomed. I don't know why the balance of power is 50-50, because we are the most fucked I have seen anyone in a long time. Yeah, we have no carry potential left. My Saurus Old Blood is going to die to Minotaurs very soon. And my Skink Oracle is going to die to Valkia and dogs right now. And that's bad. That's all bad. This is all bad. I gave myself leadership because I'm a cool boy. Horn of Krygor. Oh, that was a nasty shot from that skink. What the hell? Yee! Yee! Alright, Rock Drop. It's time to save all of our lives. The Rock Drop of Doom! Go save my Kroxigor friend! I mean, my Krokgar friend. I mean, not Krokgar. We all wish he was Krokgar. Ah! Oh my god, they're doing it! The boys are doing it! Oh, they're not doing it. They're all dying. Oh, no. This is the opposite of doing it. This is the dying thing they warned me about. They said this would happen, and I didn't believe them. Oh, God. Run! 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 Leave the Saurus Old Blood to his fate. He knew what he signed up for. You guys, this is just a theory. A game theory. I'm starting to mildly suspect the Sora's own blood technology is not what it was cracked up to be. Oh my god! Oh my god! He sucks so bad! Oh my god, he has 600 value, holy shit! Come on, Laser Dino. Yeah! Point blank Laser Dino! Fuck you! Also, yeah, the Sora's Old Blood might be bad. Might not be the tech, it might not be the way. He gets netted in my own skinks. Oh my god. That's too funny. I just want to see him run face first into some skinks. I'll rewatch while you play the next one. Oh, don't worry. I'm showing stream too. Watch this big dumb asshole. Alright, guys. We are gonna go join our Horned One friends in glorious combat. Here we go! Let's do this. 68 speed, Horned Ones are 78 speed, so they're actually already faster than me, but that won't be a problem because I'm gonna be right. Oh! Oh! Oh dear God! How could this happen? Please! Please move aside! My people need me! And he just gets fucked up. He can't get anywhere. And then watch part 2. He has 1800 mass. It's not that bad. Alright, he decides he needs to path out of here. Basic ass dogs run into him. I swear he stopped. Yeah, he gets stuck in like these fucking dogs. Eventually, I think I give him orders to leave, and he has a hard time, but I don't know. He's not getting orders, maybe I'm just a dumbass. It's entirely possible. That's too funny. Skinks need to lay off the Twinkies? Hell yeah. Boa, since you're in the chat, I need your round 1 replay. Your opponent couldn't find it. Alright. I will play one more for fun. Warm-up game. And then we're getting some replays trickling in. So we'll get on to tonight's main event. Scroot wanted to play a game though. And we decided on Beastmen Warriors of Chaos. Gonna have some rat paws tonight. Ah! Done. Let me look for that tragic record. Hey man, I need content. Okay? I'll take content wherever I can get it. So, I kind of want to try Chariot Kazrak. I feel like that would be pretty good. Because someone in one of our new player tournaments, Old Tired and Washed Up, that's his name, I'm not just being an asshole. Old Tired and Washed Up used him and actually made him look pretty cool, so now I kind of want to take Kazrak. So we'll try out Kazrak. Lore. Take the Lore of Beasts. I'm playing the Beastmen. Might as well take the Lore of Beasts, right? Let's take Curse of Honor here. And then also put this guy on a chariot. And now we have 2 chariots. Do some of this. Could have some Bestigar herds. That could be nice. versus whatever Chaos has to offer. If I triple gold Chevron you, what are your stats looking like these days? 44. That's not great. Okay, they get 5 more melee attack from Primal Fury. And then I could give them Apocalyptic Vision. Alright, we'll use some triple gold Chevron Bestigors. Fuck it, why not? Some Centigors and Dogs to dominate the flanks a little bit. What do we do about Chaos Knights? Nothing, they ain't my problem. Get some Centigors and throwing axes. Oh, I didn't love a gold back! You! Give me my chevrons back. What are you stealing them? Oh, that's a 0 gold spend. Let's go. That's the poggest. Alright. Round 2 looks like it has completed. I'm saving those replays. Saving more replays. Still waiting on one replay from round 1, but Sandboa said he's on it, and he would not lie to me. Right? Mantle of Gorok? Mantle of Gorok's actually alright. Actually, yeah, you're right. I should have taken Mantle of Gorok with the Bestigors. Damn it, Great Book of Grudges. Where were you when I needed you? Sent in the tourney chat. Okay, I saved it. Cool. So we have all of round 1 and 2's replays. Out of the 4 rounds, they're starting on round 3. Right now. Alright. He said he has something spicy for me. I said I have something spicy for him. So we'll find out who is good Cajun cooking and who is just a McDonald's Happy Meal with ketchup slathered all over the wrapper. Those are the 2 options. There's no in between. They can't both be good, and that's all I'm trying to say. Alright. So we have my triple gold Chevron Bestigors, and Kazrek is going to hang out with them and give them his Apocalyptic Vision. My Brayshame is going to hang out the other one and give them the Curse of Honor here, which is like, it's a debuff, so it's a buff in reverse, but you know, it counts. And then we'll have some flanking action with Centigors and Dogs to keep the Skirmish Cav at bay. But what if he has heavy cav, human boy? Worry about it when we get there. But like, seriously, your build has nothing to deal with heavy cav. Deal with it when we get there. But aren't you just gonna lose? Hey! Hey! Shut up. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Triple Skirmish Cav, which my archers can actually help me deal with. That's nice. They're just horsemen. They're not throwing axes or anything. For the enemy, a front line of Marauders, a secondary line of Chaos Warriors with Halberd, the Severed Claw, which I was worried about, a Hell Cannon, a Tzeentch Sorcerer of Tzeentch, and Kolek Mother Flippin' Sun Eater. Uh-oh. We're overextending! Okay, a little slow on the uptake there. But that's okay, we got away. It's okay. Alright, don't do that to archers. That's kind of fucked up. Kazric, go get him. Archers, counterfire. I know I just gave orders to a Bestigor unit. I will get to it. And then I'm going to have my throwing axes move over towards the Soul of Damnation and just throw at it for fun. Unless they want to fucking stop me. Apocalyptic Visions! Alright. Let's go get those guys. Now these guys are coming out to play a little bit, so we'll keep our Centaurs nearby in case we need to get in on the action. Oh, okay, so now you run away. Little cat, little Kolek baby man Sun Eater. Little baby bitch Sun Eater boy. Alright, we'll come in here. Let's do Curse of Honor here on this area as Kazarak continues to get stuck in with the men. Oh, he's a legend. Oh, sorry, I left my archers behind. Fuck. Alright. You guys back off. Let's let the archers finish off that little soiree. Kazarak's not having the best time, so let's just go. Let's just leave. Let's leave this situation. Oh, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Into the waiting arms of more Centaurs? Where are you gonna go? There's nowhere to go! It's all mine! It's all mine. I own this place, Spider-Man! Your dark gods have abandoned you. Oh, fuck. Alright, my Ungar Raiders are in trouble. Alright, so we need dogs on that guy. We need raw Centaurs on that guy. Dogs on that guy. That's a spooky, scary Zinch, man. Actually, yeah, fuck him up. You know what? Fuck him up. What does he know? He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know nothing. That's a pink fire. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Then like that. Kazarak's trying to save the party. Oh, it is time! It's time for the big debuffs! Let's go! I'm gonna get lightning bolted. I don't even care. I don't even care. Look at me not caring. Let's go! We gotta help the Bestigors. No, fuck Kolek. Who gives a shit? Gotta help the Bestigors. Alright, here we go. It's time. It's time. Apocalyptic Visions! Debuff! Let's go! 72 melee attack versus 28 melee defense. Fucking kill him! Get the Aspire Champions. This is our chance! This is our only chance! Okay, wait. Dog's going too far. Dog's going too far. You chase down them. You chase down them. You come with me. Kazarak does not route. Kazarak comes back. Kazarak comes back. No! Kazarak, you fuck! Oh, God. Okay. That's not great. Archers, shoot a Kolek for a bit. I lost my precious little boy. I lost him. Some people are gonna claim it's my fault, but it wasn't. It was not. Whoever says that is a fucking liar and a hack. Ow, that's a pink fire, you dick. Shoot that guy. Kill those guys. Dogs trying to get the Castors for Zinch, I guess. Seems fine. Okay, so Kazarak did die, and that's like a real bummer. But on the other hand, he died doing what he loved. Don't fucking do that. Can you guys kite, please? When I give you orders to do something, I expect you to do it.
Well, you didn't tell us to do anything. You just left us here.
I don't pay you good beastmen versions of money for excuses, Mr. Man. You just lost your lunch privileges. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're not outrunning Kolek. You guys just have to stand and fight it. It's fine. Best scores are chilling. Where's this unit? Vibing, apparently. Let's charge Kolek since you're already too close, and I got you too close, and that's my fault. Jagged Dagger! I need another curse! I'm not gonna get another curse. But I need it! Give me the curse! Curse me! Curse me, daddy. Alright, good. These Centaurs are gonna have to take one for the team. Get the fuck out there. Dogs in my caster. Gonna keep killing this punk ass. Triple gold chevron Bestigors. Doing God's work. All right, we shattered him. All right, we shattered him. All right, Flockadoop. Yeah! Yeah! All right. Kazric. His buffs were not enough to make the triple gold chevron besticors good, but the rest of the army did pretty darn nice. Oh, that was funny. Kolek did great, honestly. Yeah. Marauder Horseman had a bit of a tough go. Okay, alright. Enough shenanigans, enough silliness. We are doing good. Sandbo is chilling. You're doing great. I'm proud to call you my friend. Alright. We gotta cast some replays. We gotta do some stuff. So, serious time. This tournament is 4 rounds of a Swiss stage, and then, depending on how the scores line up and whatever, we do some sort of finals. Now, with 5 people, what I'm thinking we might do is a free-for-all. Like, whoever gets... If there's one clear winner, we put them in finals. And then we put everybody else, the other 4 contestants, in a free-for-all. And whoever wins the free-for-all goes to the finals and fights the person. That could be fun. We'll see what happens. For now, we have a bracket up, and now you have all seen the results, so ignore that. You didn't see shit. Let's cast some games. Okay, what do I need? I need these 4. So, round 1, game 1 was Shaksa versus Samaric Pale Ale, and none of you saw the results. Shut up. I'm a professional. McRightface, the $10, you're trying to get some writing done. Don't be too charming and engaging. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not a charming individual. He's bulking. Hello, I see Slanesh. True. Shoxy is well known for playing Skaven Queek Headtaker, but I guess we get Slanesh versus Samaric's Tomb Kings. For the forces of Slanesh, we have the Eternal Entourage, Heartseeker Regiment of Renown. We have 1 regular Demonette, the Bringers of Beguilement, Exalted Demonette ROR, Devoted Marauders, and Allurus. You exist? It's the Slanesh Demon Caster. Okay, with Slicing Shards and Pavane of Slanesh, Devoted Marauders with Hellscourges and Spears, and then we have Siggy the Magnifici, and more Hellstriders in the distance. On the side of the Tomb Kings, Skeleton Spearman and Tomb Guard, Halberd variant. Triple Tomb Guard, one of which is the Kepper Guard. 2 are Halberds. 2 Sparkle Stalkers. Ark in the Black on his spooky purple chariot. Then we have a Necrotect on his chariot. A Tomb Prince on his horse. And 2 Carrion for reasons. I don't understand why the Carrion are here. Slanesh isn't exactly going to have range units you need to shut down. If we do a super chat, how much do you get from it if we put like $10? I don't know, I think like $9.50 or something. YouTube takes a small amount. If you're really concerned about it, I have a Patreon or PayPal that's listed on my Discord, but up to you. I find super chats extremely convenient, so that's up to you. Thanks for the great streams lately. If you can find one, then I'll accept that thanks, but most of my streams have been dog shit. Also, Looming, did your name used to be different and you kept your same picture? I don't want to say your name in case you changed it for a reason, but I recognize your picture, and I think I know who you are. But the front lines have collided, and we need to stop rambling. Devoted Marauders on their own will beat the Skeletons. No real problems here. Main issue will be those Sparkle Stalkers as the Slicing Shards takes half the HP off a Skeleton Spearman, trying to get Slanesh through that front line faster. Like most undead factions, when Slanesh gets to fight them, Slanesh does charge up a lot of their army ability, because it's pretty easy to get undead into crumbling range, and then any kill you get at that point will give you army abilities. Tomb King's front line is engaged and suffering quite a penalty. Hellstriders on the backfield going to get caught, though. They should be fine against the Carrion. The Sparkle Stalkers firing in is a whole nother matter, and the Eternal Entourage also have to really kick it in gear to get some things done. The triple hero squad of the Tomb Kings rolling through rolling through some Devoted Marauders, now fighting Hell Scourges. And one Tomb King's unit is already dead. The Eternal Entourage helped them clean up a little bit, but the Hellstriders actually got away pretty much scot-free. So nice job on the backfield dodging there with units that I thought were AFK. This is too much blobbing. If anybody wants my feedback at all, there are too many units in this one spot not doing a lot. I think the Eternal Entourage and the Hellstriders, just going to pause this while I do this. You see the Tomb Kings have a pathetic mobile core. They put all their money into their infantry and their heroes, which is fine, but you know that their backfield is completely open. The Eternal Entourage is overall a pretty good unit, and your Hellstriders are okay, but there's nothing here to contest you at all. So the Hellstriders and the Eternal Entourage just need to be fighting the Purple Stalkers, and if the Carrion come in to fight you, cool, kill them too. Just that's it. The idea with the Carrion was to intercept their mobility and slap them down with the snakes. I see. Now, one of the Hellstriders does get onto the Sparkle Stalkers, but the other one's uncontested, so it will turn over and just shoot to help its buddy out. And the Eternal Entourage aren't here. They're the big, heavy, armor-piercing hitters. The Hellstriders just have really pathetic stats after all their nerfs, and a 5 bonus versus large isn't going to help them beat the Sparkle Stalkers, so without the support of the Eternal Entourage, it's just not enough. Sigvald is beating the piss out of a Necrotect, while the Tomb Prince and Arkin are helpless to help. But a nasty Fate of Buda plus Spirit Leech, just the fuck you middle finger against the world's most expensive fragile unit. And it might be entirely gone from that combination of spells. Fate of Buda has 3 more ticks on it, their leadership goes negative, and goodbye Eternal Entourage, it was nice knowing you. Oh, they rallied. That's exciting and new. Both Hellstriders are pushed off. Once again, mentioning it, that the Tomb King's front line is overall losing to the Slaanesh front line, but that Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech combo from Arkin was pretty nasty. Getting him 1200 value like that. Nice Slicing Shards is getting cast in combination with the Eternal Entourage holding these guys in place. It will hit some Tomb Guard. You'll lose an already almost dead. This Eternal Entourage is at 0 leadership before the Slicing Shards even hits, so they're just essentially dead man walking. They suicide to keep those guys in the Slicing Shards and get pretty good damage down, while Sigvald kills the Necrotect. And that's good. Ooh, Arkin's in big trouble. He walked into the Bringers of Beguilement. If they get one hit on him, they will Rampage him. His health is low enough, but he gets away without ever being ticked. If he got Rampage right there, the Bringers themselves might kill him, but Sigvald and his Allurus could hop in and make things even worse. Tomb King's front line, like we have said this whole game, they are losing. There was just so much of them that they're still here, but you can see the Slaanesh frontline health bars are actually looking pretty good considering how long they've been in this combat. Sparkle Stalkers are concerning though. These guys on the flanks just firing in will rout off these Devoted Marauders soon, and when they rout, the Carrion will easily walk them off the map. Tomb King's using one of their Shopti summons. Well, one of. They're only one. They don't have multiple. And the Allurus is currently beating up a Tomb Prince. Go, Allurus, go! Poor Spear Hellstriders. Yes? Alright, sick. I recognize you. I see you. Tomb King's winning on this bottom side, trying to push that into other advantages. Sigvald chilling. This Ujapti is fake. Remember, it's a summon. It'll go away. And the Allurus is slapping this Tomb Prince! I expected nothing from you, and I am greatly surprised. Tomb Prince is doomed, and I don't know. Balance of Power is looking Tomb King's favorite-ish, kind of trending back towards the middle, but I don't know. Slaanesh is looking all right. Slaanesh is looking all right. Another Spirit Leech for the Allurus. But the Tomb Prince is dead. These Skeleton Spearmen are all crumbling, and Sigvald found his way onto Arkin. Unfortunately, the Rampage causing Bringers of Beguilement aren't nearby to bring him in further. Ooh, but they Rampage the Sparkle Stalkers. That could be big, but actually the Rampage doesn't proc. They must have been Rampaged by the Tier 1 army ability recently, so they aren't at the next damage threshold. So unfortunately, they're going to dodge that Slicing Shards. I liked the combo shocks he was going for. That was actually really cool. Trying to Rampage them in place and then hit them with the Slicing Shards while they can't move is awesome. And Arkin the Black takes a real shellacking. All right, Slaanesh. Let's go. I heard Ko-Fi is much better than Patreon. I don't know these things. What's the gimmick of the Eternal Entourage? Coop's answered that. He's our resident Slaanesh expert. Brings the Gauntlet, finish off some Tomb Guard. Allure takes another Spirit Leech, and she is charging straight for Arkin. With 100 speed, his 84 is no match. Where's the other Sepulchral Stalker? There it is. It's fine. Arkin actually looks like he's running over towards that thing, like, please, please save me. Spirit Leech onto her, plus the Sepulchral Stalker's lining up. I think that's the end of the Alluress of Slaanesh. She has overextended herself and just tries to get outside the range. Takes a big volley. 2 leadership. 2 leadership. Back up to 22. She's fine. She's chilling. Bringers of Gauntlet here. These guys are at the second rampage point, so they should rampage this time and get stuck in. There they go. Oh, and a Fascination rampages Arkin back into Sigvald, who is ready to accept him into the loving fold. Oh, Arkin, you fool. You absolute maroon. How dare you get point-and-click rampaged on into Sigvald, you utter failure. Pavane of Slaanesh tries to keep the good times rolling. Sepulchral Stalker's trying to help out, but Sigvald hasn't hit Arkin in quite a while. If the rampages were off, he could get out of here. Tomb King still have a decent amount of infantry for him to hide behind, but there's another big shot from Siggy. He's too low. He dies. The Alluress is very close to dead. Demonette's also not feeling so hot. Sepulchral Stalker's chilling. Sigvald, though, is very, very healthy. I am fearful. I am scared. I am frightened. If you blink, you'll miss it. Fast forward! Kemper Guard are getting here. Sepulchral Stalkers still trying to get away. They're so slow. They're so slow. 50 speed, 54 speed. They're actually faster than the Sepulchral Stalkers, which is surprising. They're just trying to get away. Demonettes can't touch them. If they do, it'll rampage. Skeleton Spears are trying to get in there. Come on. Come on. There's the rampage. They get sucked back into the fold. And Sigvald is here to slap some fools. Devoted Marauder's still fighting with all of these Tomb Guard and stuff. The Kemper Guard should make quick work of them. But these spears, to no avail, tried to save the Sepulchral Stalker friends, and it was not enough. Who are now rampaging into Sigvald the Magnificent. Another Vein of Slaanesh doing a little bit more damage to them, keeping the good times rolling with that rampage. There goes a Skeleton Spearman. There goes all the Slaanesh units on the high ground. There goes a full health Carrion in the distance, coming back for some chocolates. But a Sepulchral Stalker is also dead. Something's happening over here. I couldn't possibly understand. Another rampage spell. This one, the Fascination.
Everybody's rampaging.
And that is looking like all she wrote. Slaanesh taking round 1 of a tournament, I believe. Let's go. That is disgusting. That is the grossest thing I've ever tasted in my entire life, but I finished it because we don't waste anything in this house. Sigvald did amazing. The Alluress honestly did good. Honestly did good, and you love to see it. Eternal Entourage got cucked. Demonettes and Exalted Demonettes did fine. They just had to chew through infinite skeletons. Hellstriders really did not do a lot, but man, the Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh showed their true quality. For Pale Ale, Arkin did fantastically. The Tomb Prince couldn't beat even a completely unused and dumb hero like the Alluress, so get fucked, Tomb Prince. Necrotech did okay. Sepulchral Stalkers did fine. Tomb Guard did okay. Carrion did okay. The Skeleton Spears died for the Great Horned Rat, like they usually do. Sam Goodwin, what's up tonight? New player tournament. Alright, so let's keep track of this here score thing. Left screen. Boop. So we'll give Shoxy 1 point. You see a bunch of 0.5s there? That's because on the actual tournament bracket, in the 4 rounds with 5 players, each player got to buy round once except for Shoxy. So they get half a point because they couldn't win or lose in that round. So nice job to Shox. And let's start loading up the next one. What was round 1? Here it was. This was round 1 between Boa and... I'm trying to remember his name. Oh, I can't. There it is. MG Par. This is Sanboa versus MG Par. This is the other game from round 1. Skaven versus Norska. Not a matchup I particularly enjoy as Skaven. It's a tough time. We have 2 Stormvermin with Halberds, one of which is Council Guard. We have 2 Rat Ogres, Ikit Claw on his Doom Wheel with Warp Lightning and Scorch. Then we have a Packmaster on his Brood Horror for some Terror and Regen. Clan Rats and Skaven Slave Spears as far as the eye can see. 2 Poison Globes and the Avalanche Mortars Death Globe Regiment for now. On the other side, we have 4 Marauder Horsemen, 2 triple gold chevroned Norskin Warhounds, and then Marauder Champions, 2 Trolls, Wolfric the Wanderer on Mammoth, and a Firecaster with Burning Head and Cascading Fire Globe. Oh, and the Death Globes completely fuck up the Marauder Horsemen! Let's go! The Skaven off to an excellent start, and Boa is officially the greatest player to have ever lived. Oh, look at him go! And the Packmaster's just running him off. They're completely fucking him. Let's go. I love Skaven, dude. I love Skaven. Globes are in range. They're going to throw out the Marauders for now, but there are triple gold chevron dogs that are uncontested on the backfield. Rat Ogres are now moving over to do something about it, but the Avalanche Mortars are free. Game for dogs. Oh, God, the humanity. Oh, we're going to get eaten alive. Ugh. Wow, that did not do a lot of shock damage. I'm a little embarrassed now. They'll get there. Don't you worry. They'll get there. Ikit and his Packmaster helping to fight against some trolls with all their spears, though the Marauders and Marauder Champions are making quick work of their support, so Ikit might have to back off in some capacity. A mass Skaven rout from a Burning Head combined with them just being really pathetic melee combatants in the Skaven Slave department. Avalanche Mortars are attempting to get bailed out by the Stormvermin with Halberds and Rat Ogres, but the Triple Gold Chevron Dogs, with their improved leadership stats, are hanging in there for now. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to actually get the Avalanche Mortars, but both regular Poison Globes are shut down. Ikit is now trapped in a web of his own making, trying to push out through all these trolls and horsemen. Can melee duels kill mages on foot in this new patch? Yeah, for the most part. Hunter of Champions is down from Wolfric onto the Packmaster with troll support and dog support nearby for him, but Halberds are coming to the aid of the Packmaster, and Rat Ogres are also nearby. The Avalanche Mortar teams are prepared to maybe fire into these Marauders and Marauder Champions. That could be pretty cool, as long as they don't friendly fire their own Council Guard. We'll see what they fire at. They're trying to fire now. Ikit is very much stuck in these trolls, and Globes are trying to bail him out. So while Globes try and fire over here, Avalanche Mortars are firing over there. Can the Skaven's weapon team save the day? That is a horrendous amount of friendly fire. You fucks aimed very poorly. The Globe's still doing some damage. Ikit finds his way onto Wolfric, which is not a place he usually wants to be. He does need to get out of here. The dogs are back, and this time they'll take the Avalanche Mortars to the cleaners with them. There's a ton of Halberds nearby. The Packmaster's still fighting it out. Dogs and trolls routing in every direction. And the Council Guard have prevailed versus those Marauders and even the Marauder Champions, but the Council Guard do need to be refocused onto units that are actually still here, and the various Skaven in the outskirts need to be returned to the fight. Ikit Claw gets out of Warp Lightning real fast, like, onto some Marauder Champions, gets good damage. The Packmaster probably has to come help Ikit, who is now surrounded by Trolls and Champions, and the Hunter of Champions. So he's going to die. All of the Skaven get attack orders to come back into the fight, which is a really efficient way to get them back here. I do that frequently myself, where if a bunch of stuff's surrounded, I just give all of them an order to at least get them back onto my screen, and I'll give them better orders later. But Ikit takes too much damage. He is routed off. Packmaster's taking too much damage. He might be routed off, and we're quickly getting down to the point where it's just some Stormvermin with Halberds trying to carry the game. Marauder Horsemen are nearby. They are going to give Ikit Claw a death sentence, it looks like, in the form of 1,000,000 spears. He's down to 400 HP and falling without their leadership, without their mage. The Skaven are nothing. As soon as Ikit dies, this Packmaster will rout, mark my words. 64 leadership. He's dead. There goes the Packmaster. I'm a genius, as per usual. Though Ikit Claw didn't even die, he has 53 HP, but I'm still a mega genius. Cascading Fire Cloak gives some Marauders some more stats. Stormvermin are trying to hold on. A predictive Burning Head is going to rip through these Skaven slaves who just rejoined the fight and are now going to leave it again as it tickles their side, and their side is enough to get them to giggle in glee all the way home. Army losses hits, and that is the GG. The Skaven player told me ahead of time that he didn't know how to concede, so they fought for a little bit longer, but you get the point. GG's, GG's. Okay, where were we? That was First Knight of Total War 3, Skaven. Okay, got it. So I will give MG his points. We're at 1.5. And we continue forwards. Who dares message me? Oh, it's another replay from Boa. I accept this. Ever try Glean Magic, Human Boy? The Tzeentch one? No. Does it work? I heard at one point it was not working. Alright. We're going again. Shoxy versus Sandboa. Shoxy, the Slaanesh enjoyer who dominated game 1 with a convincing, one-sided, not even close victory over Samurek and Sandboa, who I stalled out on, and now I can't think of a hype thing to say. So, a Skaven player, which is good enough for me. I mean, it's good enough for me. Is Arabian Sandboa Rainy Frog in a Smurf account? No. Rainy Frog wishes he was this cool. Alright, Demons of Chaos versus Skavinos. This time, for the Skaven, we have a similar build. Ikikla. Then a front line of Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves, 2 Stormvermin Halberds in the back, the Avalanche Mortars, 2 Rat Ogres, and double Packmaster! On the other side, we have 3 Chaos Furies, all of Khorne, 5 Nurglings, blue and pink Horrors of Tzeentch, an Exalted Bloodletter of Khorne, a Bloodthirster with double gold chevrons, and then an Exalted Lord of Change of Metal with Final Transmutation and Searing Doom. Is this a one-build tourney? No, it's just a new player tournament. One-build tourney's tomorrow. Avalanche Mortars take out a Nurgling already. Ikiclaw is also doing his best, but the Chaos Furies of Khorne are diving in. This is probably a one-way trip. If these Halberds and Rat Ogres get activated, they'll kill off all of these guys. And the Packmaster's going deep! Holy shit! They're just in there! They need to not be that in there, but they are for now. Chaos Furies of Khorne do take out the Avalanche Mortars. The Rat Ogres do need to come back here and pen these guys into all these Halberds so you can at least get the free kills. Nurglings will get shreked by this Skaven front line, but the cost is too great. The Packmasters, no! Somebody think of the children! Oh no. The Packmasters are gonna die, aren't they? I don't want to watch that. They don't deserve it. They're just good lads. Thankfully, they rout, so they'll just run away with extra high speed and heal up. Rat Ogres are fighting an insurmountable amount of Furies, and Ikiclaw plus his frontliner helping to get rid of more Nurglings. Clan Rats running out to deal with pink Horrors. That's actually good. I like that. That's neat. And everyone and their mother is ignoring these Chaos Furies of Khorne. They're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. I don't want to deal with it. No one knows if Glean Magic has been fixed as everyone ignores its existence. Fair. But also, Tzeentch has like a million better things to be doing with their Winds of Magic than Glean Magic. A nasty Searing Doom hits a bunch of Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats. Oh, okay, it's Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats. Who cares? Literally no one cares. Packmaster's healing up in the distance. Skaven rallying their front line. Chaos Furies of Khorne kind of ravaging our Stormvermin with Halberd friends. And Ikit is rolling towards the Blazing Squealers. A quick Warp Lightning gets rid of their shields to get ready for his awesome charge. And the Packmasters, they gotta come back. They gotta come back! My Halberds were not obedient, and I was not reactive or observant. That's okay, buddy. That's okay. Ikit has distracted the Blazing Squealers. Got them all clumped up. Packmasters are back! Charging into Pink Horrors. Trying to help Clan Rats stay in the fight with their Encourage Aura. It looks like it's not going to be enough, as those guys will probably get routing any second now. The Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne are doing good work, but they're also all dying horrendously. Bloodthirster is now down in some Council Guard, but another massive Searing Doom really punishes the Skaven lines. The balance of power is tipping in the favor of the Demons of Chaos, though I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of Demons of Chaos games tip very quickly. If these Chaos Furies die off, then they're running out of chaff, actually. I mean, these Pink Horrors are dying to Clan Rats and Rat Ogres. These Exalted Pink Horrors are having a bad time fighting Ikit. Packmasters are getting rid of this one. Yeah, the Demons are actually getting kind of cleaned up a little bit. Unused username with the $2 super chat. Woo! Thanks, buddy. That is much appreciated. More demonic units are crumbling. There go those Furies. That one was a summon, but we take those. As the Searing Doom is going to hit our friends the Storm Vermin, and it is going to hurt, but it also hurts the Chaos Furies of Khorne a little bit. And every little bit matters. Is if we can get those fuckers demonic instability crumbling, they'll all die instantly. The Bloodthirster's in a bad way. If he gets surrounded by the Council Guard, where I don't know where their specific models are, but if the Council Guard get their hands on him, they'll have a great time murdering his ass. Blazing Squealer's down to half HP. The Exalted Bloodletter's taking a lot of damage. Ikit is Doomwheel kind of rolling dirty. There's the mass extinction we were worried about. There goes the Furies. There go the Pig Horrors. Zero leadership on that other Fury. And the Packmasters are still fighting. The Skaven just got rid of so much enemy value with a nasty Storm Demon down the Blazing Squealers, hitting so many of them. But the Bloodthirster's here. Ikit has to keep rolling away. Packmasters still healing up. Time is on their side. And they charge into the Blazing Squealers. They give their Rat Ogres a little bit more leadership just by being nearby. They try to help out. Get rid of the Furies. Get rid of the Blazing Squealers. Don't call it a comeback, but do call it a comeback. Do call it a comeback, as the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne are now fighting to the death. Clan Rats and Storm Vermin and everybody are piling back in. The last Fury summon is out from the forces of Chaos. And a Brass Orb just gets a little bit of poke damage onto those Bloodletters. They're getting so low, and the Packmasters are doing so good. We all called them the bestest of boys. Now, can the Council Guard carry this game? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. They can. I don't know if they will, but they can. The Packmasters are in. They're both diving straight in. Their leadership is low. They might rout, but they will heal and come back stronger than ever before. Ikit uses unlimited power to get more winds of magic as he runs away from the Chaos Furies. These Bloodletters are barely clinging to life. But the Packmasters are both still alive. Curse of the Slug slows down all these guys, and they say, perfect, I didn't plan on going anywhere anyway. The Chaos Fury summon is gone, leaving the Skaven to be the masters of the universe. Ikit overcast Swarp Lightning close to the Bloodthirster, but didn't want to hit his own troops. I appreciate that. Exalted Big Demon Boy of Tzeentch is landing, but this is risky. He has Packmasters nearby. Does the second Packmaster come over and say hello, or is it just one Packmaster doing that while the Bloodletter still has to fight the Council Guard? What's in the distance? That's a Nurgling. There's a Nurgling in the distance. I heard the Pew-Pews of Danger. Pew-Pews of Danger hit all the Clan Rats, but they also hit the poor Bloodletters, who are like, what the fuck, bro? We were chilling. We didn't do nothing to you. And the Exalted Lord of Change of Tzeentch is like, yeah, but Tzeentch works in mysterious ways, motherfucker. Bloodthirster's getting low. He's charging some other Stormy Halberds, but these Stormy Halberds are the bravest of boys, and they're routing. Definitely didn't see that coming. Definitely didn't set it up. As the Bloodletters of Khorne are demonic instability crumbling, all three single entities are here to duel with the Exalted Lord of Change. The Bloodthirster's trying to get back to the sky to come help out. Oh, he's trying. He's coming back. And the Skaven now are like, wait, both your things are flying. Why aren't you taking a debuff? It's the fucking Nurglings. Exalted Lord changes down the Packmaster. One of these Packmasters only has one route left, so if he routes, he will shatter. I don't know which one it is. I honestly don't. As the Bloodthirster dives down into Ikit, but Ikit jukes, and he ducks, and he weaves. One of the Packmasters is going to leave soon. Ikit takes a rear hit from the Bloodletter Thirster. You're a Thirster. From the Thirsty Boy, but he hits Ikit. Ikit's about to rout. The Exalted Lord of Change is taking no damage. Another Curse of the Slug slows these guys down. A Searing Doom onto some of his guys. An Overcast from Ikit hurts him. And then he takes a charge from the Exalted Lord of Change. He is going to rout. Ikit's taking big damage. Is he going to die? As the Council Guard come in, they're trying to find a big target to surround and really stab the shit out of. The Exalted Lord of Change won't let Ikit go. Ikit's probably going to shatter here, but he's not dead. And that's all you really need. Packmaster routed, so neither of the Packmasters has any routes left. If that one comes back and routes again, he shatters. Bloodthirster doesn't seem keen on letting him go. This Packmaster and the Council Guard are still fighting. The Exalted Lord of Change did not finish Ikit, so Ikit will be able to get to the edge of the map safely. And that's a lot of distance to go to the edge of the map, which gives Skaven time to keep their courage, to keep their leadership as they beat up on this poor Bloodthirster that didn't do anything wrong to anybody. More Clan Rats thinking about routing. The Council Guard still following that Bloodthirster around. This Packmaster has just been through the ringer, man. If Packmasters only had anti-large on their mounts like they do on their own foot. Packmaster's back in, poking down the Bloodthirster. This guy does have double Civil Chevrons, so that's 50 melee offense for him, but down to 5 leadership. Oh, he might get the Demonic Instability Crumbling, which y'all know is just instant death, because that shit hits like a truck. Always clinging to life. There comes another Searing Doom, but does some of it hit the Bloodthirster? Does it get him low enough to Demonic Instability Crumbling? Is another Cornate Demon betrayed by Tzeentch? Nah, his leadership's up, he's fine. Packmaster's back, but Ikka about off the field of battle, which will take everyone besides the Council Guard with them. Packmaster's charging back in, popping whatever buffs he has available to him, which looks like fucking none, as he's now starting to try to back off. I realize he has Guardian, but that's physical resistance, which literally doesn't matter versus the demons. There goes the Packmasters. They both shatter. And the Bloodthirster did manage to cling on until the end of the game. Thanks for the cozy streams. Woo! I think the Council Guard are doomed, but with the Nurglings here. If it was just the 2 single entities, I think they might have a possible potential chance, but with the Nurglings coming in with infantry support, the single entities will be able to close it out. I was curious if the Council Guard kill the Bloodthirster, but it doesn't look like they're going to let him. And the Searing Doom does take out the Bloodthirster! I just want to see if it dies. I'm invested at this point. -4 leadership, back up to +4. Come on, Council Guard, hang on. Just let time do its work as the Bloodthirster starts crumbling. And then he stops, and then he starts. The Searing Doom from Tzeentch was too much for him. And then he stops, and then he starts, and then he stops to the Council Guard. Hang on, I just want to see if it does. And there it goes! It's a moral victory for the Skaven, if nothing else. For Shoxy, 2,900 on the Exalted Lord change, 1,900 at the Bloodthirster. Pink Horror is not doing too great. Chaos Corn did well, and Nurglings did not do very well. And aside for Sandboa, Ikka got good value. Packmasters did not get a lot of value, but man, they were annoying for the enemy dealer. Stormvermin Helpers did okay, Routerers did okay, and the Clan Rat Filthy Tide did fine. GG. G. Okay, off screen, I will give Shoxy their point. And then I will start loading this game while I check my messages and see if it's about this. Alright. I'll deal with that later. Okay. I gotta check on the bracket quick. I believe this is Lulu Snugglebun versus MG Par. So we saw MG Par round 1 versus Mr. Boa. MG Par is Norska in this matchup, I believe. So for Norska, we have 2 Marauder Horsemen, a bunch of Marauders with great weapons, triple gold chevron for them. Marauder Spearmen, 3 Axe Throwers, Throg the Troll King, and a Deathcaster with Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. Cool. On the other side for Lizards, we have the Shredder of Lustria just monstering his way through the front line with Flesh to Stone cast on him, so he has 66% resist. Slann Mage Priest of Life with Awakening of the Wood and Flesh to Stone. Saurus and Skinks and Croxagores, Feral Cold Ones, a Saurus Scar Veteran, are really just a... I'm going to take one of everything Lizard build after the Shredder. And the Claws of the Hunters are our Ripperdactyl Riders. The Shredder is too deep. As his Flesh Stone has worn off, he lost all that physical resistance, and while he is almost routing off spears and such, he is still getting Throwing Axe, he is fighting Throg. Everything is going very, very wrong for this poor gentleman. He needs healing, like, immediately. Slann is chucking out a nice banishment right onto those triple gold chevron. Oh, those are triple gold chevron Marauder champions? No. They're just also Marauder champions. Okay, cool. That banishment hurt a lot. And the Shredder of Lustria is limping back to his front line, which is actually kind of crushing it right now. Triple Gold Chevron or not, those Marauders are all dead. Those Marauders are all horrifically, horrifically dead. And Earthblood is going to heal up that Shredder of Lustria just a little bit. Clawstone Hunter's taking a lot of damage from the skirmish cav they were fighting. Deathcaster also probably helping out with that experiment. We have 2 throwing axe dudes very healthy that need to find a place and shoot. Another throwing axe cav was on the front line, but they got killed. Sora Scar Veteran fighting Throg, and while Norska's up on the balance of power, and the Shredder has taken a lot of damage. I mean, he has healing. I don't know how that's going to go. Colossadon Hunters taking a lot of damage. Okay. Sorry, someone was messaging me about stuff. Colossadon Hunters fighting Marauders of Grey Opens. Their bonus versus large will not help them there, and they are getting skirmished in the backs. The Colossadon Hunters are unfortunately just going to be sacrifices to the Dark Gods. Marauder Hunter is getting a little caught up in May with the Shredder of Lustria, who is receiving healing slowly but surely. Throg is also stuck fighting a lot of things. Crocscores and Sora Scar Veterans. They're all large targets, which is what he wants to be fighting, but, you know, not alone. Marauder's still trying to help him out, but the Lizard frontline has proved tenacious, if nothing else. Skinks are starting to die. But that Shredder's out there, lurking, routing off Marauder Horsemen. Oof. Throg's still in the fight, doing his best. Scroll of Shielding giving him a bit of damage resist. Something is happening over here. It is a Plaque of Dominion plus a Blood Statue of Spite, I think. And a nice Fate of Buna onto the Sora Spears, trying to get rid of the only infantry that is really holding well. But is it in time to save Throg, as the Colossadon Hunters have also landed on top of him? Throg is probably going to rout here any second. I don't know if the Fate of Buna is going to be enough to kill the Saurus and get all of these infantry over to help Throg in a meaningful way. In the background, we have Benny Hill music going on with the Shredder of Lustria chasing around half the Norscan army and Marauder Horsemen. Not where they need to be to help out poor Throg. A banishment lands right on top of 2 Marauder Spearmen, doing a ton of damage to them. Ooey owie. Should have picked a Dowie. Curves back into them a little bit. That's 2 Spearman unit taken out by that banishment. But in the background, the Shredder might finally be brought to heel, and Earthblood is not enough to save it, as some Marauder Hunters with their armor-piercing axes are throwing at its back. This one has been in melee for a while. It probably needs to just go into range mode and kill that guy on the retreat. Marauder Horsemen trying to peel for Throg, but he is shattered, so Norska will lose their leadership whether they like it or not. Lizardmen are running a little bit thin, though, elsewhere. For the Lizardmen, we have a wounded Croxagore. Colossadon Hunters are just about dead. A very healthy Sora Scar Veteran, a very healthy Life Slan, and that's really it. All their infantry's in tatters. For Norska, they still have a decent amount of infantry. They have 2 very healthy armor-piercing archer-type units, and they have healthy skirmish cav, who don't have a lot of ammo, but they can chase things off in the late game. Nice Awakening in the Wood hits like 3 or 4 units, but these Croxagores are isolated and getting throwing axed at the moment. Marauder Horsemen will rot off. Marauder Champions walking up to take their place. And the Shaman Sorcerer of Death is just following the Shredder of Lustria peacefully off the map. Colossadon Hunters are also routed. We're very quickly getting down to just a Slan and his loyal Sora Scar Veteran. Another Awakening the Wood onto these guys. Does a little bit of poke damage. Balance power's about even, but I don't know. There's a lot of Norska left, you guys. There's even Marauders with great weapons with triple gold chevrons back here I didn't know about. Oh, there's a full health Sora Spear in the distance. I don't know if that matters. It's not like there's a lot of things for them to spear. You have to clear out a ton of infantry at this point, and they don't have a lot of the spells to do it. Blood Statue Despite only has 1 more use. Their Bound Banishment doesn't have any, and my cat needs to be let out of this room. Whoop. Go on, kitty. Cat's gone. Another Awakening in the Wood. Lord has fled officially, so these Marauder Champions with the Plaque of Dominion, and the Lord has fled recently debuffs. That might just be too many debuffs. They're at 0 leadership and holding. The Plaque of Dominion wears off, which means they rally. Can the Lizards kill all this Norska? Maybe, but not likely. Saurus trying to regroup with their Slon and their Saurus Scar Veteran. But currently, these Marauders are great weapons. 48 melee attack on them as their Rage is fully charged up, giving them even more melee stats. They're kind of chopping this guy to bits. As things have slowed down a little bit here, we could maybe fast forward, but things are happening. Throwing axes, chucking in onto the Saurus Scar Veteran, who's already having like the worst possible day as he tries to retreat with his Slon friend. There we go. Now I'll fast forward a little bit as the Slon and his Saurus Scar Veteran are trying to regroup with their Saurus Spears. Norsca's going to just kind of follow them around. A big Awakening of the Wood hits all these Marauders. Some of them actually start routing. Others are just rallying for now. Shield of the Old Ones is out. A lot of infantry charging in. And how are our two axe throwers doing? They're probably the most important units in the game. At this point, I would honestly chuck at the Saurus Spears, but the Slon is also a good target. I would not throw at the Saurus Scar Veteran. He's too small. You could do too much friendly fire. So definitely the Slon or the Saurus Spears are the good targets. This guy's back. We all missed this guy. Shaman Sorcerer of Death, everybody. Could use a Spirit Leech on the Saurus. He's going to use it on the Slon instead. Really wants to kill that fucking Slon. Which, to be fair, he will. Norsca's pulling further and further out of the battle's power. I don't disagree. Marauder Horsemen going to charge straight into these skink cohorts. Could even loop around for a rear charge on the Saurus if they felt like it, or they could just keep routing those skinks who have shattered now. Slon gets shellacked. He is going to die, and that'll be army losses. And a second win for MG. He's at 2.5. He can win one more game, but he had a bye round, which is the 0.5. So he's won 2 out of 2 games he actually got to play. For Lulu Snugglebun, Slon got a lot of damage value. Strider of Austria did okay. Saurus Scar Veteran did pretty good. Saurus did pretty good. That's about it. No side for Gulf. Just Gulf. Marauder Hunters with their axes did fantastically amazing, incredible stuff. Triple Gold Chevron Marauders are great weapons, honestly did fine too. Spearman also did good, so I like it. I like it. GG. Okay, let me check up on the tournament for one second. Let's all calm down and let me deal with the tournament. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that was 2 rounds. We are now casting the replays from round 3, which I need Shoxy and Lulu. Which, this is Tomb Kings versus Slaanesh, but different players. Shoxy still on Slaanesh, but now it's Lulu Snugglebun on Tomb Kings, not Samurek. So we are getting this matchup again, but it's different players. I need just 1 hot second here. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. People ask me tournament questions. I need to answer this 1 second. Is Shoxy and Samurek done? Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out. So, just everybody hold on. Everybody hold your horses. And then add. Alright, I need to ping the players for a fun surprise for you guys. Alright, sorry, important things. Okay, so the fun surprise for you all that you now get for waiting through all that is there. I won't spoil it yet because we're not there, but there is one player who has more points than all the other players. And since we only have 5 players, that does open up a possibility for how to determine who they face in finals. So whoever that one player is sitting in finals like a G. And the other 4 players are going to play a free-for-all to determine which of them gets the challenge for the spot. Why is greatest Ratkin, longest tail human boy halted our glorious match? Oh, I was instructing the other players who were waiting on me, waiting to see what was going on with the tournament. I told them, when we figure out who is... And don't spoil it in chat if you know who you are. But the player who got first is already first. The other 4 are going to play a free-for-all while I cast these replays. And we'll obviously cast the free-for-all. So, all right. What are we doing? Slaanesh Tomb Kings. Gotcha. So we saw Shoxy with this build before, 2 Hellstriders with the anti-large, and then regular Demonettes. Ooh, 2 regular Demonettes this time. Bringers of Beguilement, Exalted Demonettes, a shit ton of Marauders, Sigvald, and an Allure Rest of Slaanesh yet again. FFA bros, we're back? Yeah. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of lag, but that is a good way in a 5-person tournament to determine who gets second. So, yeah. On the other side for the Tomb Kings, this time a blue Snugglebun. It's a little different take on it. Still 2 Carrion. Still really liking that Carrion versus Slaanesh. 2 Nehekar Horsemen for a bit more of a mobility presence. 3 Skeleton Archers. Don't see that often. Some Tomb Guard with Halberds. Skeleton Spears frontline. Chosen the Gods who shot the Great Bows. And then Purple Sun and Spirit Leech. And Soulblight. But fuck Soulblight. Alright, here we go. Nehekar Horseman taking the fight with the Hellstriders. Carrion also diving in, but the Eternal Entourage are going to have the time of their lives fighting this out without getting Fate of Bunad this time, hopefully for their sake. The Chosen Gods could also make short work of them, but the Chosen Gods are busy killing off the Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh, and Slaanesh's frontline is taking a shellacking before they even collide. Oh my god. So for Slaanesh, the flank fight is going great, but the infantry fight is currently going so fucking poorly. Already one of their spears is routing, another one is just about to get going, and archers are firing in on the Demonettes who are getting distracted. They're getting constant attack orders to get back onto these skeleton archers, but they're having a tough time really committing to it because so much of their unit is bogged down in the skeletons. There were improvements to improve unit behavior. Oh, and the Eyes of the Dead, there's Purple Stalkers are off on a little jaunt. Anyway. There are improvements to unit behavior, but when you have a vast majority of your unit inside of something, most of the Demonettes are going to go back and try and fight that. A Slicing Shard is going for the Skeleton Archers. I thought they might be dodging, but they are just reforming to aim at something, so they are still currently very much in it. Now they start to dodge, but there goes half their HP, and the Demonettes are once again on their case. Now, despite the shellacking that the Slaanesh frontline took, they are still ripping through the Tomb Kings version of the frontline, as the Bringers of Beguilement, the winners of entire games all by themselves, are getting closer and closer to the important units that can Rampage. Sporkle Stalkers are now creeping into the limelight, though. What do they choose to shoot at before the Eternal Entourage find them and kill them. There's a Pavane of Slaanesh. Another nice use of Rampage onto Arkin the Black. He has been having a bad day with getting rampaged into Sigvald's. Sigvald currently whooping Arkin's ass for the glory of Rome. And Sporklestalkers, after Spears got rid of those Hellstars Smash, they feel free to just fire in on whatever they can reach right now. But Arkin's Rampage is still taking him after Sigvald. Sigvald's running over the Chosen of the Gods, though. He's like, you know what, fuck sniping Arkin. I guess I'll just get... Oh, he's getting pushed. I'll get pushed into the Chosen of the Gods. They wouldn't listen? Who wouldn't listen? Are FFA rules different? Are FFA rules different? Unit caps. Unit caps for FFA. Don't worry about your armies too much. It's FFA. Who gives a fuck? Just put unit caps in the lobby, and then you're good. You're good. Alright, Chosen of the Gods getting officially murdered. I got distracted by the free-for-all, but the Eternal Entourage showed up while I wasn't paying attention and massacre the Chosen of the Gods! Oh, no! Oh, Chosen of the Gods are gone in the blink of an eye. And Slaanesh is also killing off Tomb Guard and Skeleton Archers with Bringers of Beguilement's Rampage. But Lulu Snugglebun does still have Sporklestalkers. They still have Arkin the Black. And the Ushabti summon is used up. So it has been thrown out there. The Chosen of the Gods are left alive. If they can stop crumbling, they'll be okay. They have a decent number of models, 6 out of 12. They can still fire. So the Tomb Kings have a lot of chaff. They have Sporklestalkers. They have Arkin. That's all they need. Oh, you're trying to get them to get out of the thing. I thought you meant the players in the free-for-all wouldn't listen. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of fucked up. Alright, Allure-S is fighting a whole bunch of Skelly Archers. Slaanesh is up on the balance of power. Bringers of Beguilement killing infinite amounts of Tomb King's infantry. And Sigvald's heal cap is actually well within sight. He's apparently been getting fucked up off screen. And the Chosen of the Gods have rallied. They're safe. They're not even crumbling anymore. They're firing at Sigvald, which is unfortunately just not a good target for them. Their spread shot doesn't mean they kill a foot single entity well. They should be aiming at the Eternal Entourage for sure. Maybe at the Bringers of Beguilement if they feel like it, but the Eternal Entourage need to die. Sigvald's still rolling with the Chrono Convoy. And man, I'm so happy to see the Allure-S, a unit I like literally never see, and now she's kicking ass. This has been really funny. Arkin gets rampaged for the second time, this time by the Bringers of Beguilement, and archers are trying to help him out. Chosen of the Gods still firing at Sigvald. Unfortunately, that spread shot is just going to go mostly over his head. Yeah. And Arkin needs to unrampage fast. Not that he has any choice in the matter, but he does need to stop doing that. Sporklestalkers now also rampaged. Archer's still trying to find a safe place to sit and shoot. Arkin takes a big shot from Sigvald, still rampaging. Still cannot escape. The Tomb Guard are closing in, but a really nice whip down the line gets as much damage as you're going to get out of that spell on him. And Arkin has rallied. He's trying to get out of here, but he's not crumbling anymore. Just to say that he starts to crumble, but he throws a Spirit Leech behind him. Still trying to get out of this pile. His chariot is kicking and bucking, but not taking him anywhere near safety. And the Allure-S is back onto the Chosen of the Gods. A lot of the Tomb King's units are dying off, and especially with Arkin going in now, the rest of them will fade away. I think that is GG. Slaanesh, broken OP S tier faction. Nice job from Shoxy. Pretty decent values on those high tier units. Marauders did their best, though. Lulu Snugglebun's build was much better at clearing out all those fucking Marauders. Yeah. GG's. Alright, so that was one of the round 3s. Khorne versus Lizardmen. Pale Ale and Arabian Sandboa. Samaric taking Khorne versus Sandboa's Lizardmen. Sandboa did say he plays Skaven and Lizardmen as his only 2 factions. And so far we've been seeing Skaven and Lizardmen out of him. That tracks. This build is also actually pretty good. I like this build. This is a good build from Lizardmen. So I think Boba's got a good shot here. On the side of Samurek, we have 5 Marauders of Khorne, 2 Minotaurs of Khorne with their anti-infantry variant, not the anti-large versus Lizards, which is interesting. Chosen of Khorne with dual weapons, the Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne, and then we have a whole bunch of dogs. Looks like 4 Fleshhounds of Khorne, one of which is the ROR with that heal, and of course Valkia the Bloody. On the other side, the Shredder of Lustria, very popular in today's age. 4 Skink Hordes with Javelins, then a metric shitload of Saurus Warriors. The Legion of Chakwas Spears also in there, and a Aslan Mage Priest of Life with Dwellers Below, Shield of Thorn, Flesh to Stone, and Awakening of the Wood. So there's actually no healing. There's no healing for the Shredder. He took all 4 of the spells that aren't healing. Because he knows... Oh, there's 2 Chameleon Skinks too. But he knows, Samboa knows you're all sick of the healing meta, and he's like, don't worry, fam. I got you. Aslan Mage Priest, trying to get away from Valkia for a little bit as all these jab skinks throw into the void. These ones say they're throwing, but they definitely aren't, and they need to be throwing these Minotaurs right now, but a Dwellers Below is going to hit the Marauders and their Mino friends, getting rid of them. Fleshhounds are here to make sure that those skink cohorts never get to actually play the game. Chameleon Skinks will get run down by dogs. The Dwellers Below has cleared out the Marauders of Khorne. The Saurus are dealing with other ones, and the Shredder is still living his best life. Also, the Exalted Bloodletters look like they've already died. Nope, there they are. I'm just being dumb. Don't worry about me. Just being dumb. Don't you guys worry your little heads. I am just dumb. All of the Marauders of Khorne are on their way out, but the Chosen of Khorne now get stuck in, and they can club through a lot of Saurus Warriors. Exalted Bloodletters under the Dread Aversion. -8 leadership is the worst thing you can do to a demonic unit as they now start demonic instability crumble and say goodbye. Horn of Khorne is out for all these Minotaurs though, and even without bonus versus large, Horn of Khorne gives them a lot of stats, and stats are all you need to kill a Aslan Mage Priest. Chameleon Skinks are fighting against the Fleshhounds in the distance. I kind of thought they'd be dead by now, but they're holding their own. You know, for the moment. Skink Cohorts with Javelins getting eaten alive by dogs. Aslan Mage Priest of Life is pushed off. Bounce power is about 50-50 though, as there's still a lot of Saurus, and of course, a full health Dreadsaurian running around. The Minos are thinking about getting out of here as the Dreadsaurian shoots them with poison, rear charges them, tears them all off. He is going to push those guys away. Tear out, maybe? Slann dies. Slann dies. It's official. No more Slann. Slann does not exist. Skink jabs. Chameleon Skinks run off. Other Chameleon Skinks can get run off by these Fleshhounds. So the Dogs of Khorne are cleaning up a lot of randos, but the big heavy hitters, the Minotaurs, are also routing, and they've taken so much damage, I doubt they can ever really get near the Shredder of Lustria again. Can the Chosen of Khorne carry it with Valkia? Does she have her spear? She has one more use of her spear. It could go zoop right here. Just right here. Just right in the zoop zone. This is looking for a zoopin'. Please just zoop this. I know this game is a replay and it's already happened, but also just like zoop it right here. Just, yeah. Shredder runs back into the Marauders, who just rejoined the fight, and now they are leaving the fight again. Okay. Sorry, I had a message. I was wondering if it was about this. Hounds of the Blood Hunt are getting Relentless Rage, making them unbreakable for now. The Shredder routed off all of those Marauders, and now is coming in for rear charging these other Marauders to also rout off those Marauders, because fuck those Marauders. Bounce power actually shifts into Elizabeth's favor for a bit, despite how much stuff is routing, but there is a spear! And it didn't do as much as I wanted, because I never get what I want, ever. Shredder's still fighting, but Valkia is very healthy. The Chosen of Khorne are very healthy. Both the Minos are technically still in this game. Technically. They're now surrounded by spears and getting shot in the back by darts, but, you know, they're here. Khorne still has some doggos on the side to catch any of these routing units, of which there are many. And I would be concerned, but, like, look at this big boy. Look at him go. He's just going. He's just having his best day. Oh my god, Valkia, you mad lad. You actually tried to land on the Shredder of Lustria. The Shredder is coming over. He's trying to help the Legion of Chakwa. Will he get distracted? No, not for now. He actually stops to fight the Chosen of Khorne, but his presence alone is enough to make the Minotaurs reconsider fighting the Legion. But they're back in, baby. They're charging into the Shredder, and oh my god, he just ate an entire cow. Run away. Run away. Nope, fuck this. We're out. Says all the Minotaurs ever. They all rout due to Dredge Aversion. And even the Chosen of Khorne can't hang on. The Dread Aversion is too wild. As all of Khorne is running for the hills. Everything's too low. Like, Khorne has a ton of shit left on the map, but it's all too low to deal with the Shredder in any way. It's just Valkia, and she can't 1v1 the Shredder. What are you, insane? I haven't gotten a chat update in a while, so I'm gonna refresh my stream. No. Oh, hey, Tequila Sunset. How you doing? Anyway. I refresh my stream so I can see you people again. I'm getting a lot of ads on the screen, but that's fine. Khorne is rallying. Some Saurus are coming back to try and help the Shredder. The Shredder is currently surrounded, not that he gives a shit, and the Fleshhounds of Khorne are dangerously close to demonic instability crumbling whenever they really stick near the Shredder and try and fight him. Now Khorne is coming in for one last hurrah. Does Valkia have her leadership buffs for everybody? Nope, not really. Minos come in, Minos go flying out. Everybody goes flying out. And look at those leadership bars falling, falling, falling. Who's the first to break and take everybody else with them? Oh, it was these Marauders, and then they break, and then they break, and then they break, and then they break, and then they break. Everybody's breaking! And the Shredder of Lustria down to half HP. Actually took a lot of damage in that surround, but it doesn't matter. As the Fleshhounds of Khorne keep chasing off everybody that's around. Valkia's trying to kill this big bastard, but even her leadership dips when Chungarino takes a glance in her direction. I'm going to fast forward for just a hot second as the Shredder gets back to his Saurus compatriots and the Fleshhounds of Khorne just chase everything else off the map. Valkia does land. Valkia takes a big chomp. Valkia takes 2. Valkia takes 3. But he missed that one. Shut up. Valkia takes 4. But he missed that one, or the Demon Shield. Now Valkia takes 5. Wow, 5 shots from the Shredder of Lustria, and she's still alive. What a champion. Fleshhounds of Khorne rejoin the fight, trying to help Valkia out, and they're just getting pushed back by the Shredder. He chomps down on 1. More Fleshhounds are in, trying to kill off the Saurus, trying to get out any support that the Shredder has for this battlefield as the Chosen of Khorne are back. The dogs are back, but some of the dogs are demonic instability crumbling. Oh my god! The Shredder's just eating them all alive! I don't know how to make a single entity killing an entire army more exciting than this, so this is the best I got. Fuck you! Saurus Warriors, 9 leadership and falling. Fleshhound still eating them. The Chosen of Khorne are back. Horn of Khorne giving everybody big stats. Big stats! Valkia is also trying to fight back. The Shredder's down to 6,000 HP. It's almost a mortal amount. It's almost a normal amount of HP. But there go both the Fleshhounds. So go the Saurus Warriors, but all the Fleshhounds are gone. I don't think there's anything left on the whole map to chase them, but a Marauder in the trees. So those Saurus will likely come back. The Chosen of Khorne terror out again, and Valky's like, really? You pieces of shit! Why don't you have ITP? You're the most expensive infantry in the game. Ah, fuck this Shredder, I'll kill it myself. She's actually getting pretty close to the same HP value as the Shredder, and oh god, that was 700 from a single hit. The Chosen of Khorne are back. Valkia desperately calls to them, calls for aid, and they come lumbering back. The Shredder is trying to kill Valkia. Valky's trying to kill the Shredder. She's actually keeping its HP pool pretty close to hers, pretty similar. The Shredder's trying to get hits in. Is her Demon Shield off cooldown soon? It's actually been quite a while. If she can get the Demon Shield down, she'll be fine. She's kicking the Shredder's ass! She's kicking the Shredder's ass! Where are the Saurus? They need to come back with their leadership for some reason. It hasn't rallied yet. There it is! The Shredder's taking big damage. Valky's actually about to pull ahead of it on HP, but it routes off the Chosen of Khorne. It starts to walk away. It's scared of the Viking lady from the sky. It turns around, it's gonna chomp her ass, but where is the Demon Shield? How has it not been popped yet? Is it still seriously on cooldown? She takes the lead on HP! She's actually beating the Shredder! She's behind on HP now, and her leadership falls. She terror routes! The Shredder does it! The Shredder's gonna fucking do it, though Valkia tried so hard to make it work. The Shredder also routes. It routes this to Valkia. They walk hand in hand into sunset after saying GG well played and bro fist bumping about the shellacking that just happened. Khorne has to attack in some form. By the way, the Marauders do need to turn around and fight the Saurus. They can't just run away. If anybody cares what I think. Attack rolls. Who was this? Zamorak. Zamorak, what about attacking rules, Zamorak? You have to fight, Zamorak. Alright. He fights now with his Marauders of Khorne. The Shredder's not coming back. Valkia did. The Chosen of Khorne are coming back. Valkia's coming back. The Saurus are fighting desperately to the end. It looks like that little rule infraction is not going to matter, as it looks like the Marauders would have won it anyway, or at least lasted long enough for Valkia to return of her own volition. Then she routes yet again. But, I mean, we have Chosen of Khorne here. Unless the Shredder decides he's back in this fight, it is over. Yeah, you're bad on that one? You bet you're bad on that one. You're banned for life. Saurus beat the Marauders of Khorne. They did get Valkia to rout briefly, but the Chosen of Khorne will finish them off, and the Shredder is just strangely not coming back for this one. He's outie, and the Chosen of Khorne will clean it up. Fucking Zamorak. Okay, Valkia, 3,100 value, and she earned that shit. She earned that shit. She was in the mud for you people. Chosen of Khorne did great. Minos actually did great for not even having anti-large for all the stuff they had to deal with. Fleshhounds of Khorne also did fantastically on value. And Marauders got their shit kicked in over and over again, but I admire their tenacity. For Arabian Sandboa, 700 value on his Slann. Shredder, almost 5,000. And then the Saurus, mixed value overall, but man, they held forever. They fought the good fight. The Skinks did alright. Chameleon Skinks did alright. GG. GG. Okay. Round 4 is done now. But what happened? Okay, I just didn't save it yet. That's fine. Alright. We have our final round, round 4. Coming into round 4, the only person that could catch Shoxy. So coming into round 4, I know the scores now. But MG is at 2.5. That is Golf. And Shoxy is at 3. So if MG, Golf, beats Lulu Snugglebun Skaven here, and Shoxy loses to Pale Ale here, then Golf takes the lead. And they are waiting in finals. If Golf loses here, or Shoxy wins here, Shoxy will be in first place. Alright, watch your bet. So, can Lulu Snugglebun secure the win for Shoxy? Well, not the win for the whole night, just a win into the finals against Golf, or will Golf stay in the race? So it is confirmed that, based on points alone, Zamorak, Sandboa, and Lulu Snugglebun are in the free-for-all to determine who goes to the finals, but the Lizardmen of Golf are trying to stay in the running to skip the free-for-all and just be in the finals. Alright, for the Skaven of Lulu Snugglebun, we have Skaven Slaves and Skaven Slave Spears across the front line holding a bunch of Clan Rats as well. We have 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, 2 Rattling Guns, 2 Poison Wind Mortars, and more Clan Rats and Rat Ogres. Ikit on his Doom Wheel with all of his fucking spells. Every single one. That is a fully stacked Ikit. Alright. On the other side for the Lizardman, we have 2 Ancient Salamanders. Kroq-Gar on his Cold One. A Skink Priest of Beasts up in the sky with a Manticore Summon and Flock of Doom. Then Cold One Spear Riders, a metric shit ton of Skinks and Saurus, and then more Feral Cold Ones up in the trees. Rattling Guns teeing off into Kroq-Gar. doing all of the damage. So much damage. Just, oh, he is practically dead already. They're doing a little bit better on Cold One Spear Riders, still aiming a bit high there, my Rattling Gun compatriots. Poison Wind Globes still firing in, getting good shock damage value, and the Double Warp Lightning Cannons are also being a menace for those Salamanders. And Rattling Guns just doing all of the damage to the Skink Priest of Beasts.
Human Boy, don't you ever get tired of that joke?
I'll get tired of that joke when they start hitting things. Alright, Warp Lightning Cannon still fucking up the Ancient Salamanders. Poison Wind Mortars doing pretty good work for not being the Regiment of Renown. They're doing alright. And Ikit Claw is retreating, abandoning his Rattling Guns to their fate as those swords are going to slowly walk them to death. Krokgar is back into the mix, and it looks like Ikit actually wants something to say about that. Though Krokgar is... If Krokgar focuses on Ikit, he will beat Ikit's ass. So let's be a little careful here where we're coming from. Rattling Gunners still firing all day into that sweet, sweet Pterodon, and they'll get it. Don't you worry. Someday they will get it. Looks like both Ancient Salamanders and the Pterodon caster are going to rout. The Swords are having a really tough time getting into the backfield. And these Rattling Gunners throw on guard mode. They don't care that they're getting eaten literally alive. They are going to shoot Krokgar in his big, dumb face. And Ikit is going to help them. Feral Cold Ones are mobbing the Warp Lightning Cannons for now. Skaven are very much up on the balance of power, but if somehow the Lizardmen can secure killing off the Rattling Guns and these Poison Wind Mortars and the Warp Lightning Cannons, that balance of power can get real nasty real fast. Krokgar currently taking undercasted Cleansing Rune. Get some good poke there. And he is routing off a lot of other stuff as Warp Lightning Cannons blast his ass at point blank range. Rattling Guns. Looks like the second Rattling Gun team is going to get routed by this Feral Manticore. And Feral Cold Ones and Saurus Warriors are flooding this back line to shut everything down. And shut stuff down they shall. We still have more Saurus Warriors in the trees. It looks like they're chasing off Skaven Slaves, so that's just a bit of a whoopsie, not actually forgetting them. And Ikit is terror routing Krokgar. I don't know if it's a natural route yet, but it is at least a terror route. Skink Priest of Beast is back. Salamanders are back. Can the Skaven... Can the Lizardmen clean up this back line? Looks like they're doing a good job of it. Ikit does complete the slide up onto Krokgar, though. With the help of some Rat Ogres, he is officially routing. With less than 300 HP, I doubt he actually comes back in any capacity. Can the Skink Priest of Beast get the second Manticore summon out, and can it do anything? Feral Cold Ones, unfortunately bad at chasing stuff off due to this. One of them rampages. The other ones get busy fighting stuff that's actually still here, but that will allow Rattling Guns on the high ground to rally, and they're probably going to start firing downhill. Now, Krokgar is dead, meaning the whole Lizardman army takes a bit of a leadership debuff. It doesn't matter too much to Lizards. They're generally a high leadership faction, but with so many wounded units, it will actually start a chain rout. This Warp Lightning Cannon's trying to get one last shot onto the Salamander to rout him for a final time, but the Feral Cold Ones are here and om-nomming on some sweet, sweet Skaven slaves. For the Skaven, one of the Warp Lightning crews is now back online. Another Warp Lightning crew is just on their way out. Poison Wind Mortar's trying to get to safety for now, and the Beastcaster's rallied, but if he routes one more time, he is out of the game. Salamander's firing at whatever they can really find. And is that a fucking Chad brass orb onto two Salamanders? If it routes them, I will shit my pants. Please route them. That would have been so funny. It's not going to. The Rattling Guns will. Oh, nope, the Rattling Guns route immediately. Alright, Beastcaster's back. Can a late game Manticore summon save this for the Lizardmen? Some of the Skink Hordes are shattering. Other Feral Cold Ones are rampaging. Other Feral Cold Ones are running down Rattling Guns, which is pretty cool. And the Salamanders are doing their best, man. We have two very healthy Saurus Warriors fucking off into the distance that need to come home. They need to come home to Simple Ricks. Ikit Claw takes some Salamander shots straight to the face. Balance of power is getting a little more manageable. Oof, but the Poison Wind Mortars, the getting shot by artillery debuff might be enough to take these Salamanders out. One of them's going to get a charge onto Ikit Claw. As he gets too close, it will go into melee, and Warp Lightning Cannon finishes off its brother. Man, these Feral Cold Ones have been working on that Warp Lightning Cannon for like 65 years, and they just were not getting it done. Now they finally did it, as Ikit routs the other Salamander. Where is the second Manticore? We need that Manticore! We need to throw it at Ikit! We need to throw it at Ikit. Somebody throw a Manticore at Ikit. It gets Scorch, gets rid of another Skinkor Javelins. Meanwhile, a Mortar does the same over here. The Lizardmen are losing more and more support. Feral Cold One's still trying to carry the back line. We know how low this Warp Lightning crew actually is, so I think as soon as they impact, they're going to knock these guys off their thing, and that health bar is going to like spike down like that. So they've almost killed off that Warp Lightning Cannon. Bounce Power's coming back towards even, but the Mortars did get this Feral Cold One to rampage, then a Rat Ogre charge seals its fate. And the Skink Priest is back. Storm Demon shatters him off the map, but it's the Manticore summon! Let's go, Manticore! What's it gonna do with its existence? It needs to throw it. Actually, yeah, throw yourself at the Poison Wind Mortars. Kill the Poison Wind Mortars. They're the only things that can stop the Saurus Warriors from carrying the game. He's fucking going for it! The legend! Roar! Roar! Takes out the Poison Wind Mortars immediately. And we have ourselves a game. Bounce Power's back to dead even. Manticore, with its limited life, it has 40 more seconds on the field, is desperately trying to kill the Poison Mortars. All these Saurus in the fucking trees still aren't coming back yet, as a predicted Brass Orb from Ikit Claw gets rid of those guys. You know what the fucked up part is? Is Ikit doesn't know there's 2 full health Saurus warriors just in the trees. He has no idea, because they're in the trees. So to him, the balance of power is coming from a full health Manticore summon that'll fade away eventually, and this Feral Cold One. He's like, dude, I'm chilling, I got this. The Manticore kills off the Poison Wind Mortars. And Ikit, with his clan rats, tries to get some stuff done. Feral Cold One's rampage. They are outside their master's control, so they are just going to rampage into Ikit full free. Manticore fades away now, but it did its job. Ikit does tear out away the Feral Cold Ones. Rat Ogres are going to finish off these Saurus and these Feral Cold Ones. I'm going to fast forward a bit as we wait for the Saurus to return to this fight. Can these Saurus come back? There we go. I was like, what are we doing? Ikit's chucking out some spells. Saurus are trying to come back here. They're waddling forward. Death Frenzy is casting the Clan Rats. Rat Ogres plow into the Saurus Warriors, supported by Clan Rats. These Feral Cold Ones are just so low, they honestly aren't going to matter, but a big Warp Lightning onto a cluster of Saurus Warriors. Oh, it's the damage we need! It's the damage we deserve! These guys aren't ITP, the Doom Wheel Terror Outs one, it Terror Outs more! It's a chain route out of nowhere with a beautiful rear charge, and the Rat Ogres takes him down. It is just this Feral Cold One which is going to Terror Out as soon as it even touches Ikit Claw. It touches him, it rampages, it Terror Outs, because I knew exactly what was going to happen, because I'm a genius, and the Skaven with it! That was scary with those Saurus, but they got fucking destroyed by Warp Lightning. Ikit Claw, 2,700 value. Poison Wind Mortars, one did fine, one did not. Warp Lightning Cannons did great. Both Rattling Guns did not pay for themselves, despite all of the shots they did. Rat Ogres and Clan Rats did fine. On this side for Golf, Krokgar, an even 800 value. Feral Salamander, the Ancient Salamanders really struggled. The Beastcaster did okay. I mean, both his Manticore summons were clutch. The Saurus did all right, but the Feral Cold Ones were the heroes of the day, and they did great work. GG. So now, with Lulu Snugglebun playing spoiler to Golf's dreams, Golf did get second place no matter what the outcome of Shoxy and Samurek's game is, meaning they are doomed to the free-for-all, which is now occurring. So we all know Shoxy is waiting in the finals, but let's see if they did the 4-0 sweep or if Lulu Snugglebun clearly saved them. Because, I mean, if Shoxy lost and Golf had won, then rip. How many spells did that guy have? All of them. And I think you used most of them, didn't you, Lulu? I saw a Death Frenzy at the very end. I saw a Scorch. I saw Warp Lightning, obviously. We saw a Flensing Ruin. I don't think you cast Crack's Call, unless I missed it. And maybe you cast a Howling Warp Gale onto the Skink Pterodon. Maybe.
Let us take their dreary lives.
We have our third Slaanesh versus Tomb Kings of the night. Our third. This time is a rematch of the first game I think we cast all day. Yeah, it is, I think. It's Samurek versus Shoxi. Shoxi on their Slaanesh once again versus the Tomb Kings. But both sides switching up their builds. No Sigvald this time from Slaanesh. Okay. We have a Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh and then a Chaos Lord of Slaanesh. The Sorcerer of Slaanesh bringing Pavane, Slicing Shards, and Acquiescence. Another Tomb Kings versus Slaanesh? Apparently, yes. We also have some Demonettes, Exalted Demonette, Regiment of Renown, a whole bunch of Devoted Marauders in the front line. Some have Spears, some don't. More Demonettes, and Hellstriders of Slaanesh with a Chariot. On the other side for the Tomb Kings, we have High Queen Khalida, double Necropolis Knight, 2 Carrion, some Skeleton Horsemen out on the flanks. We have a Lich Priest of Light with Verona's Time Warp, Net, and Foz Protection. And then we have Skeleton Warriors, Melee Ushabti, the Kepler Guard, and 2 Archers. You cast cracks on the swords moving on the trees. I gotcha. Okay. So, the Tomb Kings have way better cavalry this time with their 2 Necropolis Knights, so they should be able to dominate the flanks, though getting stuck in with Demonettes is not something you're usually used to doing with Cav. They can maybe get rid of those Demonettes, but a nasty Slicing Shards fucks up the Kepler Guard and another Skeleton Warrior in a big win for Slaanesh on the front line. On the flanks, however, the Tomb Kings are doing much better. Demonettes are already going to fade away. I thought I saw a Hellstrider over here at one point. It looks like they died. Yep, they got pushed off. So Slaanesh is getting murdered on this flank over here, though the Bringers of Beguilement are here to try and turn that around. The frontline fight is going quite heavily to Slaanesh, though. Already the Tomb Kings are crumbling in different areas. One of their Skeleton Archers is beset. We even have a Hellstrider in the woods that is not needed. Chaos Lord of Slaanesh, what did you bring with you? Hero Killing Blow and Rapier of Ecstasy with Rampage and plus 24 melee attack. Nice. What is happening here? Verona's Time Warp on this whole blob that's all trying to fight back, but honestly, I think the double Demonettes here, including the Bringers of Beguilement, are happy to fight a blob fight. They just want you to sit and fight them. They don't want you to cycle charge or anything like that. And they're taking their day out on all this cavalry. Necropolis Knight's taking a bunch of damage. Carrion also taking a bunch of damage. Those Demonettes are paying for themselves with gusto. The Lich Priest of Light is now under attack, but Chaos Lord of Slaanesh is trying to get a nice little snipe in, and Khalida is trying to free her people with using that Asp thing, Venom Wave, to try and break them off. Slaanesh Chariots going around for a flank will rear charge some archers soon. Some of Slaanesh's front line is breaking off, but the rest of them are doing just fine. Archer's going to take a lash of Slaanesh as they get charged, which decreases the damage they take on the charge, but oh well, shit happens. Chariot's still going to disrupt him. Chaos Lord of Slaanesh now surrounded by Carrion blocking him in, but man, just like, look how much damage these guys are taking from these Demonettes on this flank. It's gone terribly for them. Is that Light of Battle Tomb Kings? No, there's no Light of Battle Tomb Kings. Chaos Lord of Slaanesh still chewing through Carrion. And Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh is also here, ready to fight with Khalida. He doesn't give a shit. Brings the Beguilement, still rampaging stuff, still killing things off. Carrion are getting a little low. Is that another Verona's Time Warp? It is another Verona's Time Warp onto all these units. The Bringers of Beguilement, after doing the Lord's work, are now fading away at last. Regular Demonettes still doing what they can. And on this other side, I don't know, the Tomb Kings are holding a lot longer than I thought they would, considering how much damage they've been taking. Oh, that's an Ushabti summon. Okay, so once that Ushabti summon goes away, this will look a little less scary. Archers getting contested at the moment. Lich Priest of Light running away with some buffs, but Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh is stuck in there, surrounded by mass, so I doubt they can get out. They're taking a lot of damage, but on the same note, I mean, that Necropolis Knight is pretty much dead. Looks like both sides might be without a caster soon. A full health Hellstrider of Slaanesh is just chilling in the woods, seeing if they're needed. Just seeing if we need them at all. As he's routing, casts a Slicing Shards. Can the Tomb Kings dodge in time? It does not look like it, as they just get massacred by the Slicing Shards. Oh, the Necropolis Knights are crumbling. So are the Skeleton Horsemen. The Carrion are somehow still in this fight. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord, the Chaos Lord of Slaanesh, not a sorcerer at all, killed off the Tomb King's casters. There's no more nets or Verona's Time Warp or anything for them. Tomb King's Kepregard is still doing well, but it's going to get rear charged here by these Chariots of Slaanesh. They do actually decent damage on the charge, considering they got cucked by the Ushabti. Chaos Lord is fighting it out. The Necropolis Knights barely clinging to leadership, but the Carrion are crumbling. Khalid's chilling. And these Demonettes have been here since the start. They're doing great. They're doing awesome. Full health Hellstrider in the trees. Vibin. There go the Carrion. There go the Necro Knights. There goes Khalida. Oh, hey, that guy's still alive. He came back. Ushabti and Kepregard fighting it out, but Slash is pretty commandingly in lead at this point, and I do tend to agree. The Necropolis Knights are doomed. The Venom Staff is not enough, and army losses take sweet Khalida back to the sands from whence she came. Pretty good value across a lot of Slaanesh, except for that fucking guy, that Hellstrider that just jacked off in the woods. Didn't do anything helpful. For Paleo, Khalida did alright. Necropolis Knights, one of them did good. The other did not. The other did not. He did not. Skeleton Horseman did okay. Carrion did okay. GG. Alright. We are caught up. Caught up. Shoxi did complete the 4-0 sweep and now wait in finals. We are waiting on the free-for-all to finish. It has commenced. It started 10 minutes ago, at least. So who knows how long that's going to go. Might be a hot second. You can decide if you want to pick 2 or to counter pick for the final game. All right. Since Shoxi got first, undeniably first, I'm just gonna message them and say, hey, you can decide whether you want to pick 2 or whether you want to counter pick. That's fine. I'm gonna grab a beverage while these guys figure it out. If you are out there, everyone, if you're out there and you're wondering how do you join these new player tournaments, how do you get to be a part of this awesome new player experience? Join my Discord. It's in the description. And then you go down to Give Radorg a Roll and you request it. We give it to you. And then that gives you access to the Hell Pit chat where it's just like new players and coaches talking. Best of 1 practice pit, which is pretty much quick battles, but with tournament rules. Tournament rules, if those scare you at all, tournament rules are literally don't camp in the forest, don't camp in the corner, always try to attack in some form, right? And in some form doesn't mean all your units. That's the biggest misconception. If you have 1 archer firing, if you have a cannon firing, if you have infantry fighting somewhere, you're good. You're totally good. The rest of your army can go AFK. You don't want it to. It's almost... I cannot see a situation where your army AFKing is beneficial, but yeah, like something somewhere needs to be progressing the game. And that's pretty much the tournament rules. That's about it. Don't corner camp, don't forest camp, try attacking. It also gives you access to a list of coaches where you can ask anybody about any main you play. Even if you aren't going to join us for our tournaments, if you just have questions about quick battles, completely feel free to join, right? The same stuff applies to quick battles, right? Like, if you want to learn High Elves, and you talk to a High Elf coach, it's not, in tournaments, like, Imric and Similarian Reavers with a Lifecaster and Dragon Princes with a staunch line of spears and archers, and you want to deploy them this way, that'll work in tournaments. But if you're playing a quick battle, well, Dragon Princes just suck now. It's like, no, they're still going to be good. So even if you just play quick battles, hop in, talk to our coaches about whatever you want. And I host a new player tournament every week. I post it in this tournaments tab where you can hop in every single week. So there's the pitch. I'm going to go grab that beverage I mentioned. I'll be right back. Can you bring 2 Gleam Magic in a tourney? Okay, true. You can't do that. You can't bring duplicates of the same spell. I was being general. Oi. BRB. Hey! Hey! I need a favor. Say nice things about Grace in the chat. Hey. Say nice things about Grace. Do me this favor. That's my fiance. We love her. So be nice. Say good things. Wait. Whoa! Little stink! Little stinky! Hazel agreed to finish my stream for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you gonna finish my stream? Are you gonna finish my stream for me? Do I have a replay yet? All right. Blah blah. Chat saying hi to you. And I hope you have a good day.
Okay.
Okay, I'll turn the camera off.
Oh. Okay.
Start from there.
Oh.
Grace is the best.
Yeah.
I'm Grace.
Your pure bow. That's nice. What? Yeah, that's nice.
Because they
Thanks.
love you.
Thanks, everyone.
You're gonna have a good day. Is that Grace from Total War form? No. No. This is a better Grace. Alright, I'm gonna scoop a puppy and turn the camera back on.
Okay.
So Grace is leaving.
Thanks, everyone.
She said thanks. Alright, make the camera a little bigger. Scoop that dog! Hey, puppy. Hi! Who's your good pup? Who's your good pup? Your mom let you outside? You're cold. Why'd she do that? She want you to freeze to death? Did your mom try to freeze you? Did she try to freeze you to keep you well preserved? So we can eat you at a later date? But you're not very good eats. You don't have a lot of meat on your bones. You don't have a lot of meat on your bones. You're just silly. Bubba. Look at how much this fucking dog trusts not to fall off my lap. Look, there you go. You can't roll around. I don't have that big of a lap. Alright, get out of here. Shoot, you rascal. No, Ed, come on. No, fuck. Okay. Well, the cat's here now, again. See, I closed the door and now you're upset. So, get out. Fucking idiot. Alright. Did our shenanigans buy time for the free-for-all to finish? Alright. The free-for-all is done. They had some lag issues. They had some lag issues. So I'm just figuring out something real quick. sorry. We have the replay. Let's get going. Alright, it's just titled Shredder Takes That. Let's figure out who's in the finals. There was apparently a lot of lag. Which, of course, we won't experience because it was a replay. I appreciate the players sticking it out. What do we have? Pause before everything goes to shit. So for Sandboa, we have the Lizardmen, Solar Engine, Shredder Vlustria, Saurus Warriors across the front line, Lord Croak, and a Life Slon. Oh boy. For the Tomb Kings of Samric Pale Ale, we have Skeleton Horse Archers, a bunch of Spearmen, and Halberds in the world's largest box, and then 2 Screaming Skull Catapults, the Chosen of the Gods, and Grand Hierophant Kotep on his DJ booth. For Lulu Snugglebun, we have the Beastmen, Triple Ungor Raider Archers in the Woods, Gore Herds across the front line, Triple Minotaur, Double Razor Gores, a Cygor, a Ray Shaman of Wilds. And then finally, for Gulf, we have Triple Marauder Horse Masters, a whole bunch of Marauders, including the Iceform Marauders, and then Marauder Champions, 2 Norscan Trolls, just Norscan Trolls? Yeah, not Ice Trolls, a Firecaster, and Wolfric the Wanderer. The rules of a free-for-all is it is about the points you score on the left-hand side. The person with the most points wins, not who is last standing. Being the last person standing, you get like 3,000 points or something, 2,500 something, for being the last person left on the field. But if someone has like 15,000 damage value and you have 10, but you live to the end, you're still going to lose. It wasn't even a polygon. They're doing their best. It's just a staunch line of spears. I just thought it was a very broad line of spears. So the Beastmen are closing in on the Tomb Kings. It looks like Norska's following the Beastmen, and the Lizardmen are also closing in on the Tomb Kings. So the Tomb Kings are going to get into a fight right away. Alright, sorry. Sorry, people are messaging me about this. Okay, cool. Sorry. Tournament problems require tournament solutions. So the Minos and all of these Beastmen are closing in on the Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings are firing back, getting what value they can. The Shredder, as is his way, is lumbering way ahead of whatever army brings him. Because nobody keeps the Shredder with their army. Fuck that noise. He's a strong, independent Shredder. And Wolfric is balls deep in the enemy lines like, hey, pay attention to me. And the Minotaurs definitely are. And immediately Golf is like, never mind. Fuck you. And he rides away. I love it. The Shredder is fighting a little corner of Tomb Guard and Spears. Doesn't want to get too deep in it, but does want to get into some fights. And wow, that Minotaur's having a bad time. Oh god, okay. Well, he is like dead as hell. Ungor Raiders routing right off the face of the battlefield. And the Beastmen are taking a lot of damage. But are they dealing a lot of damage? As Pale Ale is very much up on damage value. And the Shredder barrels straight into some Screaming Skull Catapults, immediately gets them crumbling away. And they have such a low HP pool that when they start crumbling, it actually really hurts. So almost taking out an entire Screaming Skull Catapult for the Sandboa. Tomb Guard and Skeleton Spears are trying to reform lines and block the Saurus that are oncoming, but the Shredder has finished off one of the catapults and is now turning his attention onto Nagakara Warriors. The Kepler Guard. Not Kotep. Not Kotep. Never Kotep. Don't kill Kotep. God forbid. Alright. Shredder Vlustria is in deep. Flesh Stone giving him 60% physical resistance. He is chilling. For the Beastmen, they're still firing in. They're still getting some decent value on these Tomb Guard. They're grinding their way through, and Razorgore herds are getting kited by Skirmish Cav and fighting Wolfric, so they're having a bad time. Cygor's just chucking in, having the best old day. He's now chucking at the big man Kotep himself. 4,700, 4,800 value for Samaric Pale Ale. Nobody else even close. The entire game combined is not as much damage value as he has. But all is not well in the kingdom of the Tomb Kings, because most of their shit's dead. Most of their shit is very dead. What if he doesn't want to hurt Kotep because he likes the sick beats? Of course he does. As the Cygor gets a sideways shot down these. And Norska finally joins the party like, hey, hey, any of you feel like inviting us? Or like, what? You just fucking left us in the corner of the map. Well, we're here now and we're pissed. So Norska's going to get involved pretty soon. I think this caster could throw a Burning Head down the line. Oh, that could do so much damage. Because it doesn't matter who he hits, so he just aim it down the center of the line and hit both sides. That could be so badass. Here it comes. Burning Head of Legend. It is overcast. I saw the damage. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Going to the line. Curving really bad, but it curves back in, and then it curves back out, and it goes through everybody, bounces off the wall, and it just keeps going, and it don't stop going. And it stops going. But Lord Croak is here to make all these Marauders regret ever existing, and they don't anymore. Say goodbye to those Marauders. Pale Ale still holds a lead, but it is shrinking by the second as Gulf has joined the fight, and Arabian Sandbow and Lulu Snugglebun are both kind of tied for second right now. Gulf is getting good damage value, just kiting this Cygor, and Wolfric is butting his way to the front to try and get onto that Great Bracium in the Wild. That's good value waiting to be had. And then we still have some good Minotaurs around. They can get decent damage charging in, but the Shredder is nice and healthy. Solar Engine in the distance, getting killed by the Icehorn Marauders and Norscan Ice Trolls. Norsca Trolls, regular. I keep saying Ice Trolls because I forget Norsca has basic trolls. I just never see them. As we mentioned, Cygor is currently getting massacred, and Wolfric is getting his duel with the Great Bray Shaman. So unfortunately, Lulu Snugglebun is currently a big old money pinata for Norsca to hit over and over again and get their value in this battle. Gulf went from not being a part of the fight to catching right up with Sandboa in the blink of an eye. How's Samaric doing? I didn't see Kotep die, but he definitely died somewhere. Somewhere off screen. So Kotep is doomed. We have some Kepler Guard and some Tomb Guard that are almost dead, so Samaric is about out of this game. Lulu Snugglebun is right up there on damage value. The Beastmen have been putting in work, but they also they're suffering the same fate as the Tomb Kings, where they just don't have a lot left on the field to maintain that value. Bray Shaman, Bray Scream hitting some Marauder champions as the Minotaurs continue to fight. Mantle of Gorok giving them tons of stats. So many stats as they try and fight their way through. But that Shredder of Lustry is going to be a big old problem. And the double Slans getting kited out a little bit by Skirmish Cavalry. Great Bray Shaman Wild for Lulu Snugglebun staying alive. Staying alive just like the Bee Gees would want. I was really worried for the Slan for a second until I remembered the Shredders on their team. No, they're fine. Croak going for a very ambitious deliverance of pizza. It will not hit any of the Skirmish Cav of Gulf. He is much too clever for that. Much too clever. Marauder champions fighting against these Tomb Guard, fighting against the Minotaurs should clear both of them out. Pale Ale has stopped accruing gold value right around 10,000 here. As the Lizards make an obstacle course for the Skirmish Cav, dodging between a banishment and a pizza, but they got out of there. And Wolfric is going for big value. If he can kill off both these Slan in a reasonable amount of time, that is a ton of damage value for Gulf. And Norsca still has Trolls moving in. Gulf's looking like he's in a good position here. Samaric, like I said, stalled out at 9,200. Don't think he's going to hit the 10,000 mark. Lulu Snugglebun trying to catch up to him to at least pass Pale Ale for sure. And the Lizards are trailing in damage. They're still in last place. They do have their Lord and Hero and Shredder. Norsca has a good amount of troops too, though. Beastmen start to shatter. Another Mantle of Gorok is cast onto the Minotaurs. Lulu Snugglebun has kept this caster very much alive through precarious situations. Gets a nice charge through Saurus. And the Tomb Kings are officially out of this game. Their name's going to gray out in a second, but that Kepler Guard is all they have left, and it is gonzo. Lizardmen trying to gather some Saurus. Their lords sticking together. And Trolls are one of the worst units in the game to fight the Shredder Lustria because of all of its leadership debuff problems for them. Pale Ale is out. He's still currently in first at the moment he fell out of the game, though Lulu Snugglebun is right behind him. Can they pass? Oh boy, they're trying. Shredder's out here still fighting, but Trolls, even at full HP with their Lord nearby, they're terror routing off. That is so brutal. And Norska, actually, just like that, is out of gas. They have some skirmish cav over here, Horsemasters without any ammunition. Archers are even poking in on those guys. And their Trolls are the only healthy thing really left, and those all just got immediately pushed off. I know the players were having a laggy time, and that does make me sad, but this replay has actually been very close. Like, Lulu Snugglebun is trying to catch Samurek also on their way out the door, and Sandboa and Gulf are very, very close. And Wolfric can kill off both these Slawns, no problem, but there's a half-health Shredder that's a big deal. And Wolfric shatters! All of a sudden, Norska just army losses. I think Gulf dropped out at that point, because the players did tell me that the game froze pretty hard for them. So Norska just fully shatters. I think that means the player dropped from the game. And Sandboa, if they are the last player alive, the bonus to winning would take them up and over either Lulu Snugglebun or Pale Ale. Lulu Snugglebun is down to just their Lord and an Archer. The Shredder can clear both those out. And I think this is the point where the players lagged out and just called it for Sandboa. Sandboa, in the end, had 11,000 value. I think only Gulf could have potentially caught them, and it wasn't looking likely with how their HP was stacked. Like, it's all in these fucking Trolls that just couldn't stand being next to the Shredder for even a millisecond. So, yeah. It looks like Sandboa was going to win it in the end. But a very tight grouping of points, because again, if you take Sandboa's bonus from winning away, everyone was in this 9,500 to 8,500 range. Like, everyone was right in there. And that's pretty cool. Test Glean Magic, I can't tonight. I really have to cast the finals and get to bed. It is 10:35 in my time zone, and I have to get up for work at 5 in the morning tomorrow. So I have to be at work in 6.5 hours, and the stream isn't even done yet. So I do need to cast this last best of one and then get going to bed. I'm very sorry. So, Sandboa and Shoxy are playing the finals. Password is hehe. Looks like we're just going to catch it live. I just happened to see the lobby. There. I didn't have a blocker ready because I didn't think I'd be catching any live games, so I just put you on the left-hand screen while I got to the map setup. So we're here. We are going to catch the finals live because the players are right there. They're in the lobby. So I didn't want to wait for them to play and then send me the replay. And then I cast the replay because that doubles the amount of time. And like I said, I gotta go to bed. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Sandboa is ready. Shoxy is ready. Shoxy trying to take Slaanesh all the way to victory. Okay, no cap, I'm actually super concerned for Slaanesh. I am so worried. They're gonna fucking lose. Oh my god. They can't kill the Biggin. They can't. The Biggin could solo this whole army. They're so fucked. Oh my god. I said Poe's gonna win. He can't do it. Oh my god, that's too funny. I mean, like, yes, he can technically lose. Like, yep, it's a thing that could happen. I don't think he's gonna lose. Alright. Greenskins didn't bring a caster. Because fuck that noise, I guess. So if Sambo is watching this back, I know he was literally figuring out Greenskins on the fly, but any faction besides Dwarves or Khorne, you should bring a caster. It's just always worth it. For the Greenskins, they're setting up right now. But we do have the Crimson Killers plus 2 other Black Orcs. We have 4 Orc Boys. We have 2 Night Goblin Squiggy Hoppers, a Doomdiver Catapult, the fucking Biggin, and Grimgor Ironhide. I also need to talk a little quieter, so I'm going to get closer to the microphone, but Grace is going to sleep, so I can't be very screamy. On the other side for Slaanesh, we do have the 2 Hellstriders with their spear variant, 1 Chaos Knight with lances, then we have triple Demonette of Slaanesh with some chevrons on them, the Bringers of Beguilement Exalted Demonettes, and then 4 Devoted Marauders, Sigvald the Magnificent, and a Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh with Slicing Shards, Lash of Slaanesh, Phantasmagoria, and the Bound Rod of Torment item. Alright, both players are ready. Answer those messages. Let's go. The Rogue Idol is not a super cost-effective unit. I do like it into Warriors of Chaos. The Rogue Idol is not a good duelist. It's not very good at a lot of things, but what it does do is clear out heavily armored infantry like nobody's business. It can kill almost infinite infantry. It has really good splash attacks. Kills a ton of them. And this Slaanesh build has an awful lot of infantry for it to kill, and not a lot of ranged units to take it down. Not a lot of halberds either. Not that Slaanesh has halberds, I'm just saying. Maybe Sigvald can 1v1 the Rogue Idol? No. No, he can't. No, it's not a thing. The Rogue Idol will clap his cheeks so hard. 73 melee attack, plus bonus for infantry of 25, and it does 600 damage per hit. It fucks him up. Like, yeah, its animations are shit sometimes and janky, like, I get all that, and I definitely agree. But, like, I've used it before to kill Footlords. Shit bangs. Anyway, Grimgor is solo charging some Chaos Knights of Slaanesh. Gitsnik is popped, giving him 94 melee attack and 675 weapon strength. He is swinging for the fences against those guys. The Doomdiver Catapults are in deep trouble as Hellstriders come rocketing out of the woods and the Chaos Knights of Slaanesh are coming. But the front lines are engaged, and Black Orcs and Orc Boys and other Orc Boys are holding back the Slaanesh forces for now, while the Biggin and the Doomdiver Catapults continue to fire. Continue to be a pain for that Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh. Getting a lot of damage onto him, but here's our first Slicing Shards. It is onto Black Orcs and Orc Boys. That will do good damage. I'm going to put the camera here so you can still see what's going on in the back line as we watch that health bar drop. Oh, the damage! Still, the Doomdivers are left online. The Crimson Kill is moving up. The Demonettes of Slaanesh still fighting away. And the Orc Boys are falling apart. It is literally only Black Orcs left for now. Hellstriders are here. This Night Goblin Squig Hoppers are beating the Hellstriders in the forest. I find that very funny. But a rear charge will quickly take out the Dune Viper catapults, so that'll be pretty great for the Hellstriders here. Rogue Idol is beating the piss out of Chaos Knights, and his health bar hasn't budged. And Grimgor takes the fight with Sigvald. Sliver Slash is popped. Grimgor has none of his buffs or debuffs available right now. Standard Ground is popped as of this moment. But he is surrounded by Bringers of Beguilement, so he's going to Rampage any second now and be left all alone. Your next is on Sigvald, lowering his stats. But yeah, Grimgor, unfortunately, is throwing away his life a little bit. Night Goblin Squig Hoppers trying to surround in these Chaos Knights. Another nice, big old Slicing Shards is going to land on our friends, the Black Orcs. And that was some decent-ish damage. Grimgor is officially toast. The Crimson Killers are dead. These other Black Orcs are holding for now, but they'll quickly be disintegrated once Demonettes turn their ire onto them. I still don't know what kills the Rogue Idol. I still just don't know what kills Rogue Idol. Squig Hoppers don't get the debuff for large. They are large, so they should get the debuff. Anyway, Black Orcs still fighting it out. Night Goblin Squig Hoppers still harassing these Chaos Knights, and some of the Greenskins are coming back to the fore. Grimgor is fighting, but dying, and actually Sigvald's going to abandon the mission and charge headfirst into the Rogue Idol, which is trying to snipe Sigvald, and it might if it swings at him. It should swing at anything, though. Its priority is definitely to swing. Clapped them cheeks. Demonettes are kind of going hog wild on our Fred the Big in here, actually. Okay. Maybe Slaanesh can do this. Maybe they can tear him apart. Black Orcs finish off some other guys. They need to turn around for the Demonettes. Meanwhile, Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, more Black Orcs are rallying. But Grimgor has routed. Not died, but he has routed. And Devoted Marauders might be leaving soon. Oh, the Greenskins, what they wouldn't give for a caster right about now to punish this blobber on the Rogue Idol. He's taking a lot more damage from these basic Demonettes than I would have thought. Because they're not exalted. There's one exalted, but they're not all exalted. Big hits from the Rogue Idol, though. And these are Demonettes, I must say. As all these Squig Hoppers charge in, these are Demonettes. They're not mortal units. They can Demonic Instability Crumble, which is their worst enemy in the entire world. Bound wand thing that's pretty much a Doom Bolt. It's a Doom Bolt. Doom Bolt is being cast on Grimgor Ironhide. It's trying to snipe him out with the Chaos Lord of Slaanesh charging over to see him as well. But they need to hurry up and act fast. They need to get rid of Grimgor so that the Greenskins start routing and leave the Rogue Idol all alone, because the Rogue Idol is getting pretty big damage down onto these Demonettes now, especially with the support he's getting. He's really trying to get that Demonic Instability Crumbling going. Black Orcs on the other side still fighting off these Demonettes. Grimgor still alive at 270 HP. The Demonettes' leadership's getting so low. And also, the big one gives a global leadership buff, by the way. So it's going to be hard to rout off these guys. Sigvald gets pushed away. Grimgor, 39 HP in the distance, so he's going to die any second now. But every moment he's alive is a moment the Rogue Idol has just a smidgen of support. It stomps down. It's really trying to get rid of these Demonettes. Their leadership dips. Marauders are routing. And that is a very healthy Black Orc coming back to the fray. He needs all of these Demonettes to Demonic Instability Crumble just for Balance of Power, because Balance of Power is getting tragically low, and I think it's getting way ahead of itself right now. Black Orcs are still trying to charge in. Other Demonettes are coming. Can the Balance of Power hold? It's looking worse and worse for the Greenskins, even though I think the game is going okay. There is Army Losses as the final was popped. And the Demonettes, the very healthy Black Orc gets immediately killed off just as the Demonettes start Demonic Instability Crumbling. And the Rogue Idol will get taken down by Sigvald and his friend Steve. After getting 3,000 value. $700 HP, 800 HP. Two of the Demonettes have died off since we watched them. The Bringers of Beguilement are about to die off on this foot stomp, I think. Not quite. And that is that. All right. Grimgore did not have a great time, but the Rogue Idol did amazingly. Black Orcs honestly did pretty fine. Doom Diver did all right. Squig Hoppers did really, really well, and Orc Boys struggled. On the other side, Sigval did fine. Caster did fine. Chaos Knights and Hellstriders struggled a bit. Demonettes all did pretty darn well, which is not something you see a lot. All right. That is going to be it for the stream tonight. Congratulations to Shoxy for winning the tournament. Hope to see them around some more. I'm going to log off for the night and hope you all have a very excellent Tuesday.